there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the Oh No Radio Show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, fuck, $1 million if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No, 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 no.
No! God, please, no!
Oh, no.
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show.
Eat a bag of dicks.
I'm just going to say this right now. If you're one of those people that backs into parking spaces, fuck you! Welcome back to the show again. My name is Owen, and I am the captain of your shit ship. Along with me tonight is my good friend Mikey B. How you doing, Mike B?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. That's good
I'm
to
having a good
hear.
day.
And of course, it's our buddy from the Great White North, Ty. Did we wake you up from your sweet little nappy nap?
I needed a sweet little nappy nap, okay? I'll talk about it when we start up. But, the frustration runs deep. Been up all day being frustrated.
Yeah? What's the frustration with you today?
I've been trying to irresponsibly spend money on a thing I don't need for a long time, and the world won't let me spend my money on it.
Okay, all right. Well, let's start off with this. All right, because Ty, of course, moved home to save up some money to
To spend on frivolous useless.
Yeah. He gets himself a little jobby job, and now he's just like, oh shit, what you got that money burning in your pockets, don't you? You gotta spend it. Ty,
Truthfully, it's been burning the entire time. I've been trying to buy a fucking PS5 since it came out, and the disappointment is real.
They're still that hard to get a hold of?
Fucking hell.
Apparently so. Well, that's definitely something you need.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you still have a PS4 or anything like that? Or
I have nothing anymore.
Okay, you got rid of all that stuff.
Yep. I'm back to ground zero, which is weird. I've always had something, but I took a good break, and I made myself a promise that I'd buy a PS5 years back. It was like, I'll just wait till that shit comes out, and then I'll get back on the horse. But I do miss gaming, man. I used to do that quite a little, and it's been like a 6-7 year break.
Wow.
Shit, man, time flies when you're not having as much fun.
So what's the hot shit right now for the PS5? What would be the new hotness that you'd get? What are you trying to play?
Demon Souls is high on my list. I want to rock that, even though that was technically it's a remake.
What's it called?
Done up all nasty. Demon Souls. And then there's
sounds like something a 6-7-year-old man should be playing. Definitely.
Fucking hell, though, man. The disappointment is real. I've waited up on these drops where the shit comes out. And you're literally on your phone, you're on your computer, you got 2 tabs open, you're refreshing I'm using quick keys. I'm also thumbing my phone while I'm going back and forth. Dude, I did that today.
What are you going through, like Best Buy, or what are you trying to get it through?
Well, it depends on where the drop is. And there's different plans of attack depending on which, store is actually releasing shit. But
okay.
today there was a Walmart release, and Walmart's notoriously fun with this shit. I get it in my cart, which takes a lot of work, by the way, to get it in your cart. Like a lot of tries. And once it's in your cart, you're like, oh, fuck, this might actually maybe possibly happen. By the time you finally get to the end where I put my payment through,
yeah.
It seems like I put it through probably 30-ish times. I don't know, maybe more.
So you have,
And you get to the end, you're just like, I'm just waiting for it to tell me your dreams aren't going to happen. And that's generally what happens.
So it does at least tell you at some point, like, nah, brah, you ain't getting it. Or are you going to have 30 statements on your credit card that are basically just like you ordered.
At this point I wouldn't give a shit. I'd be like, yeah, all right, take my money, I'll fight you for the other parts. But
what do you think of this PS5 stuff, Mikey?
I mean, I was an Xbox guy for the last little bit of my console gaming life, but I switched over to PC last year.
Yeah
And it's been beautiful. But I never stopped gaming. I've gamed consistently since I think my mom started me playing Super Mario World when I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
So
it's been a consistent in your life.
Yeah. I've always had video games. I've never not had a console, and now I just play everything on my PC.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
the coolest thing is though, a lot of the games come out from both systems just end up on PC as well.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's different than it was. I remember back in the days of PS2 and all that stuff. It seemed like it was so much more proprietary. Certain games would only come out on this system, and these days that doesn't really happen, does it? I mean, I guess Nintendo, of course, because the Switch, Nintendo's only going to put out Mario on a Nintendo console or what have you. But when it comes down to actually a fucking Grand Theft Auto, that's out on everything, right?
For the most part, yeah.
There's not that just went live for everything eventually.
But that's for the that's kind of most games.
There are definitely exclusives for any system. There always will be, but even the stuff that's exclusive seems like eventually down the road somewhere that they're
port it over or whatever. Yeah. Now, what's the reason for the shortage? Is it the COVID thing? Is it basically they didn't make enough before the factory shut down, and now they can't meet demand because of the chips and all that sort of stuff?
I don't even think it's that. I really think they're honestly throttling the release of these things.
Why though? Why? I mean, because why? Just to get the hype up? You're not
keep the hype up, to keep people interested, to keep people wanting them.
That sounds like a dumb thing to do, though. If people want it, let them buy it.
There's definitely bots out there for sure that are buying up these fucking things while we're all trying our hardest, like little fucking mice to doop 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 doop.
Right.
Let me buy this, you motherfucker. Please.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't Walmart's website shut down boatloads of bots every time they do one of these drops?
Yeah, then they start doing the
So it's scalpers then.
Well, yeah, that's definitely
that's a part of
part.
it. Ah, interesting.
Because there's people that have bought 12 of them too. That does happen, and they're like, "Oh, I'm buying my 13th today," and it's like, "You son of a bitch, go fuck yourself."
I like how Polar Knights in the chat room is saying, "Hello, Luigi." I think referring to you, Mike B.
Yep.
And then saying, "This is awesome. I've got Luigi and Wolverine underneath him with tie with his chops." You do have a Wolverine vibe.
A little bit.
Yeah, no one's got the a real beard like me. They can't grow a real beard like a mountain man like that I am, an outdoorsman. You know, a real true, you know, beefy outdoorsman. That's what I am now.
Ty lives in like the wilderness now, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he doesn't go out in it. He's trying to get a PS5.
He wants to stay away from it.
He works for a cable company with a headset on all day and tries to order PS5s. Like that's what it is. I mean, I at least go for a walk every once in a while around my neighborhood.
I walk the damn dog.
Well, how your dog is like 18, well, not even. He's probably like 9 pounds.
He's still got to walk. No, he's close to 20. He's a little chunky.
Yeah, all right.
He's chunky.
But what I'm saying is, he's got them little legs. You can't be walking more than a mile a day. There's no way. There's no way.
I doubt he's even walking anywhere close to a mile.
I doubt it too.
That sounds like a front yard.
Yeah, the man in the blue shirt is like my uncle, and he always liked me to sit on his lap. Yeah, I do like it when people sit on my lap. That is definitely a thing.
Owen's got a comfy lap.
I do.
It's so bony.
Yeah. Well, I do have a bit of a beer belly that you can cuddle up next to. It'll just give it a rub.
I've actually gained some weight.
Have you?
I might have put on like 6 pounds. That's a lot. That's hard for me. I don't fluctuate very much at all, ever.
It's all that chair sitting, Ty.
I mean it when I say I've been sitting in this fucking chair right here a little much.
Mike B has 6-pound titties, I think.
They're down actually.
They're down to 2 or 3. Yeah.
They're getting little.
Yeah. 6-pound titties are pretty big. 6-pound titties are a little excessive. Like, what's the biggest titty you've ever held in your hand? Like, like, how heavy do you think the biggest titty? I think I held a 10-pounder one time.
Yeah, probably around. I mean, I knew when I was working for Cracker Barrel, there was this old woman who had like a gigantic rack, and I think she said that each one of her tits weighed 14 pounds.
Wow.
And I was like, my God, that's a heavy titty.
Yeah.
And that was one.
That's just one titty. That's a lot of extra weight you're carrying around there.
Exactly.
What is that?
These are some long
28 pounds just in titties?
Yeah, just in titties alone.
Do you think anybody has a 14-pound wiener?
That'd be a girthy monster ween.
Yeah, I don't think anybody, even the biggest of wieners, is not gonna be.
Well, they're light. It's like spongy and poor. Wieners aren't like heavy. I don't.
Some of them. I mean, I think they can be, but I think that's on the abnormal side. 6-pound titties is a good band name, Derek. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Probably a ska band though.
I'll say this too. You had a very poor experience with the online shopping situation, Ty. I think I had a good one yesterday, because a friend of ours who's a friend of the show, you'll know her quite well, Mikey. Good old Wonder Bread Jess.
Oh yeah.
I think I saw it from her first, but a couple of other people were posting it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give this a shot. And somebody had mislabeled or mispriced an item on Amazon, and it was as a metal detector for 12 cents. And so I went ahead and I'm like, I don't need a metal detector. Never wanted a metal detector. But for 12 cents, I mean, I can make this thing make me money if I find a quarter. So I decided
itself off.
It was free shipping. I mean, granted, it did say it would arrive between April 7th and the 28th or something like that. But do you think I will ever get this metal detector?
I hope so.
Or they will, because I know that quite a few people hopped on it and they were all like, all right, yeah, just get it, I have a feeling they'll come back to me and say, sorry, the item is no longer for sale at that price or whatever. But I mean, if they put it up there, they've got to honor it, right? And I did get the confirmation of the purchase. It says, like, you're good to go. Like, what do you think's going to happen? Do you think I'm going to get this metal detector or not?
I was reading some of the posts on that thread, and a lot of people were saying that Amazon, this happens all the time, and what they do is even if you get the confirmation, they're just like, oh, hey, we screwed up. Here's your refund.
Oh, so you think I'll just get my 12 cents back and that'll be it?
Yeah.
I think they'll send you a printout picture of a metal detector.
Yeah. Like, that's what you get for 12 cents.
I mean, it looked kind of cool.
Bezos.
It looked and it had like a little shovel thing with it. And I'm like, yeah.
It had a mini spade.
Yeah, it did. It had the whole like kit and caboodle. So I'm like, I could now fuck with the guy. If you remember in years past on the Ono radio show, there was a guy that was driving me absolutely nuts in my neighborhood because he wouldn't wear the headphones, and you'd hear it like at night all the time. Beep, 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 and you'd hear
the bottle cap.
Yep, another bottle cap. So I know where this guy lives. I was just gonna basically like go around his house all day and night and fucking just beep beep. Yeah.
Bring your own change and like just toss it around. And be like,
sprinkle the lawn.
That's actually a really good idea. Yeah, I'll just be digging up his yard and I think it'd be it's a solid move. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't really even know where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna have to probably like put it in my studio. I'll put it next to my bed, underneath my bed, or I'll put it next to my sweet printer or something, and then I'll
make a shelf for it,
and then I'll go drunk. I'll go drunk. Drunk metal detecting does kind of sound like fun, like around the neighborhood. Drunk metal detecting.
Oh, and I'm being honest here. You could just say drunk and then
insert word.
I'd be like, that sounds pretty fucking fun.
Well, if I said drunk working out, that doesn't
sounds awesome.
No, it doesn't.
Probably
it's better than sober working out, but it's still not the greatest. It's not the most fun. I mean, I'd rather
if you said, hey Mike, you got to go to the DMV, I'd be like, oh, that sucks. And they'd be like, but
you get to be drunk.
You can get shithoused first. I'd be like,
okay,
fair enough.
I can make that work.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I've never thrown an Amazon fit. Derek's saying if you throw a fit, they'll give you a few months of Amazon Prime free. I've never had any. I don't think I've ever had a situation.
Are you a fit thrower?
No, believe it or not, I'm really not.
You're not a complainer?
No, I'm kind of just. Unless like I really, really need to. I got some like Spectrum credit once. It was all. I think I got like $1.15 for the 3 hours that it was out, and it
sounds about right.
And it was not. And it was like not worth the hour and a half I had to spend on the phone to get said things. So. No, I'm not much of a complainer. Not even at like really restaurants or whatever. I've never been that guy. I just kind of like, I ask for no whatever it is. I'll scrape it off or like, unless like it's like something like undercooked or unsafe. I'm just gonna eat it and be done with it. Like I don't know. I just don't have time. It's too awkward and not in the mood. Not my thing. What about?
Not my thing.
I'm fairly certain I've been brought the wrong food before
and still eating it.
Well, I was like, it's pretty good.
Whatever.
I could have seen myself ordering this.
Yeah.
You know what? Whatever. I'll go for it.
Mike gets the fish sandwich instead of a cheesesteak, and he's just like, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. What about? So you're not a complainer at all. I mean, I guess that stands to reason with somebody that works in the hospitality industry. You understand that these things happen, and you're probably less likely to complain.
Nope. It's just
is it the way around?
I don't like confrontation, and I view complaining as like just another confrontation. I'm like, they might bring the manager out, and then the manager might be like, what didn't you like about this? And I'd be like, well, it's actually just the wrong meal. And now I feel like you're upset, so I don't even want to deal with it.
And you were so hungry, you've already eaten like 80% of it, and like you can't exactly ask for a refund at that point.
Yeah. And even then, I'm not even one of those people that will like grab the waitress, like, or, flag her down and be like, so I ate it anyways because I don't care, but technically this was the wrong meal. So
Yeah. What about you, Ty? You don't strike me as a complainer, really.
Unless you really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like you, kind of. Like, there's going to be a situation where you really fucked up, and I'm probably going to tell you about it. It doesn't mean I'm going to be a dick. Like, even if you fucked up really good, like, you brought me a mayo and cucumber sandwich, like a son of a bitch or something like that.
Your two favorite things.
ew.
I would look at it, I'd just be like, well, you fucked up. I don't want to be a dick, but can I have anything else but this? Literally anything.
I feel like out of the three, over the course of Ono Radio Show's history, you've had about 6 people like have been real staples of the show, and like the other 3 people that have been on the show before, we'll just say like Duncan, Tom, and Zach. Those 3 would be all complainers compared to us as non-complainers, right? I can see every one of those being more on the complain side than us.
Barilli seems like a guy who, if he orders something, it's gotta be
perfect. Well, and I love his fiancée Catherine, but she is also very smart and like. No, like she's very logical. Like she won't be rude, but I could see her kind of being like, no, you're gonna make this right. Like she's not, she's one of those people that can stand the awkwardness a little bit better. Duncan, he'll just get mad, and Zach, he will just get even madder than Duncan. Like Zach's just like, what the fuck is this shit? Like he goes like flashbacks to the Marines, like, and he starts like calling them jarheads and or whatever, and
like smacking the plate and just like, get this out.
Whoa! Oh, Barilli just tuned in. It seems like, and he just tuned in right as I was talking about him. Yeah, your ears must have been burning. Yeah. I was wondering, Barilli, because we were just saying we're not complainers at like restaurants and stuff. I can see you being a complainer at restaurants. Like food needs to be.
I still see Owen. Like I've seen you make a couple stinks. I've seen it happen a couple times.
When have you seen
something's
me?
bugging you, you're.
No, I save it for the show. I don't do it to them. I save it for later. Like I'll be pissed off in the parking lot. I'll rant and rave then, but I'm not gonna do it in front of the. I'm not gonna bitch to the waiter or waitress. That's just because I'm a pussy. But like that has nothing to do with me not wanting to do it. It's just I don't really do it. But I could see, Zach, Duncan, Barilli. I think they're restaurant complainers for sure. Just kind of what I'm thinking. Also, I bet that of all of us, I can already tell who is a back-in Parker. And I said at the top of the show, I hate people that back into parking spaces. Mike, you're the back-in Parker, aren't you? You're the back-in reverse Parker.
What?
If you could drive, you would reverse into parking spots.
When I had my hatch, yes, because it was more of like my car was small enough, and I was back then I was going to car club, and I was hot shit.
Everybody that's ever been in a car club backs into their
Parker.
Yeah, they're that douchebag.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've been known to back in, but like when I had my Oldsmobile, like my big old boat car, no, that was I could only park that in front ways.
Okay, all right. Hold that thought, because I'm in agreement here with Barilli. Like, there is a line without a doubt. Like, and yeah, if you're spending a lot of money, like if I go to Ruth's Chris or like an expensive steakhouse or something like that, and at that point, no, you have every right to complain if things aren't up to par. But if I'm at Applebee's and I'm throwing a fit about the quality of my quesadilla, like I don't know, like it's
these riblets are burnt.
yeah. No, I get it. Like yeah, especially like fancy like occasions too, like an anniversary or a birthday. You're taking your lady out, something like that. At that point, you know, like that's an interesting line because you don't want to ruin the night, you know, and get like super all up in somebody's face by being a dick. But you want to be like, you know, you got to defend the woman's honor, and you gotta like, you know, hey, my ladies. You know, I was gonna say.
She said she wanted Italian dressing, sir.
This is a balsamic vinaigrette. And this is
then slap it off the table.
Yeah, I will slap it off the table. I will take the basket of bread and pour it on the waiter's head. I will
That's demeaning.
Yeah, well, that's what you get because I am the rich person here spending over $100 on a meal. That's not very much actually at those types of places. But if I'm spending $100. And then no, I get to throw a basket of bread on you if you get something wrong. Oh, Catherine, his fiance just said just turned Yelp Elite.
Oh,
so
boy.
you can imagine that servitude she can have. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. I can see Catherine being Yelp Elite. What is that? I'd love to know what that actually gets you. Does that get you?
Yeah,
that gets everybody in a restaurant to just hate you more.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Do you get a badge? You walk through the door, and you got
Yelp
like,
Elite.
Yeah, you get like like you're going to a concert with a lanyard. You got a badge on Yelp Elite.
You got like a sheriff's star pinned to your chest.
That ensures you're getting pubes in your hamburger, right? Like every time.
They're gonna load it down with all the worst stuff.
Yeah. Back to the backing into parking spaces thing. Where do you stand, Ty? Where do you stand on this backing into parking spaces?
This much like the way I live life, I feel like there's not one right answer. There is no black and white or
yeah, it is. It's mine, and it's you're a douchebag if you back into any parking space ever.
There's definite times where backing into a parking spot makes more sense, and especially when you're leaving, like I take into account where I'm leaving. Is this going to be easier to go? I don't know. So I'm
is it really going to make it that much faster if you fucking or have backed in? Like, is it really going to make it that much quicker leaving? Like,
I back into my park, the driveway, like
douchebag
with my nose going towards the street.
Why?
So
that's because that's just because Ty hasn't paid his registration on his truck yet and doesn't want the cops seeing that he, hasn't paid that.
Also,
now if you do it for those reasons, I'm back around on you and you're cool. Like it comes full circle. But if you're just doing it to be trendy, no. It has to have an actual reason. Like if I'm backing up because I've got to like load something in my trunk or the back of my pickup truck or something.
Right.
Now it makes sense. I'm okay with that. That's fine. But if you're doing it just to do it, douchebag.
Okay, Owen, but what if I back in parking, but like I do it in like a stunt driver style where I like swing, do a 180, and then it backs in?
What are you talking about? Flying in, like doing the drift car move where you like
do it like a whir.
No, I still hate you. I think I hate you more.
Maybe more.
Yeah, I think I hate you more.
Well, probably because you didn't see like the cool spin back in.
Oh yeah, okay. I also don't like parallel parking either, but that's just because I'm very bad at it. Like that's kind of a necessity. I could never live in a big city because I suck at it so much. Like I know
I knock on all the wood. I have always been an excellent parallel parker, but it makes me nervous the older I get. I feel like I'm like, oh God, I got to be more careful. But I've definitely gotten the parallel parking. That's like how did you fit that fucking car in that spot? And then the people, like, you get out your car, they're like, that was awesome.
I mean, more credit to you if you can do it. I'm just, yeah, it's not my thing. Also, Derek,
dude.
Sorry, go ahead. But there is a comment I want to comment on here in the chat.
Backing in is only okay if you own a Ferrari, Lamborghini, or Bugatti.
Wrong.
Says Derek.
Why? Answer me why. Just because you've got first off, you get a douchebaggy, too expensive of a car. Second, like, you don't need that Lamborghini, and even if you want one, you're a rich person, what have you, you don't need it. Why? Why is it better to be backing in? Because you want people to see the front end of your fancy fucking car? That's even more douchebaggy. Right? You understand my logic here.
Well, I mean, I just want to show off my cool car.
Yeah, check it out. Look at my
Exactly. Now, fuck you. You don't. No one should be backing in.
No, I mean, I guess maybe I'm just good at it. They, like, when we were doing driver's ed in high school, they wanted, like, the last tests was they had like 5 cones lined up, and you had to start and backwards weave through the cones.
Ooh, fun.
Says the guy that is really good at it, that's had multiple DUIs.
Okay, I've had multiple DUIs, but do you know how many times I got home drunk?
This is true. I mean,
didn't get me.
Yeah, I mean, I've been there. I've got mine too. It's not like you're, the only one, but
no, I'm actually, when I could drive, when I was allowed to drive, I'm an excellent driver. Like, I'm really, really good.
Yeah. Apart from those times you do it smashed and you wrap
then.
And then you hit trees.
Well, that was a tree.
I mean, it hopped right out in front of you, right?
Well, I mean, it did when I slowly slipped off the road because I fell asleep.
Oh. Really also says that not sure what you get from the being Yelp Elite, but you get special promos to try out new menu items. Restaurant openings do promos to get you in to get good buzz. That's pretty cool, especially if you're a foodie and wanting to try out the latest, hottest restaurant in town or whatever.
Now, are you inviting me in and giving me free food? Or is it like, hey, we're inviting you in to come pay full price for your meal?
I feel like it's probably the latter, but you get first dibs before it's like, you get the soft opening special, like, or what have you. Like, which, if you're
I
into
do
that.
Like the soft opening special.
The soft opening. It sounds so dirty, doesn't it?
The softest. So
just soft opening.
So open.
But then again, hard opening. That's not as sexy as soft opening. It's definitely not as sexy.
No, that's not sexy at all.
No, not really. You know what I think it's time for?
Oh, is it time to bring forth the clip?
Clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
Yeah, Clips is the time of the show. We take a look at all the random stuff that our good buddy, the Clip Commander, Tom, who unfortunately had to leave the chat room. He's working, I know he is. But it's all the stuff that he finds for us on the internet. And, we're going to take a look at it. We're going to take a look at some of these fine videos that we found from the internet this week. And what do you guys think? Are we gonna pre-rate Tom's clips tonight? What are we thinking? I mean, he's been doing good lately. He really has.
Yeah.
I got high hopes.
I'm pre-rating this clips.
Yeah.
At a strong 8.1.
8.1. All right. We'll come back to that. I think I'm gonna go with a little higher. I'm gonna go an 8.5. What say you, Ty?
I hate going last because I feel like when I'm being generous, I'm really not. I'm just kind of a dick. But,
yeah.
I was gonna go with the cool 8 from the get go.
All right. Well, I mean, we'll check this out. This is the first clip for us this week. This is Donné Soldier. What is it? Wave Machine official music video. Wave Machine. Let's check.
Wave machine.
I'll see you in paradise, babe. See you in paradise, babe. We'll get our trunks on. You get on your babe.
What? Okay.
What?
Something's weird. Okay, hang on. Well, all of this is weird so far. Just to make sure, you got audio there, Mike?
I don't know where Mike went.
Did he
but,
drop off?
I thought we fixed the audio problem. There he is.
Mike.
That's a sweet tracksuit. I know that much.
Oh my gosh. It's like two gangsters in a wave.
Were you hearing the audio?
Oh, play again? Yeah, I'm good.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I mean, it seems like we've got a red Sub-Zero.
So these are obviously strange Europeans. Where
Yes.
from strange Europe are we thinking they're from?
Oh,
These kids.
I'm going a bit of Ukraine.
You're going Ukraine.
Yeah.
I think they're either Danish or
Like a Finland or something.
These look like they could be some Czechs.
Yeah, Ukraine,
Czech.
Czech. I'm kind of in that mode.
Little
with you.
third blockish.
Yeah.
You get on your babe.
Aqua Donne. Let's go to paradise and meet an old friend. They got a lot of wave stuff going on behind them.
There's lots of bubbles.
Lots of bubbles, lots of green screen, lots of waves.
The waves are coming at us. Artificial. It's wet. It's wild. We'll slip down the slip and slide. Can afford to take you on holiday or the beach. I'll take you to Water World and we'll go on a wave machine. But I'll save up and I'll take you somewhere nice. This case is paradise. We'll go on the wave machine. We'll go on the wave machine.
Is this just two? Wait.
Yes.
I just want to go on the wave machine. I think it might be more innocent than we think.
Are these like two 14-year-olds who are like, we just got off for the summer. I want to go on the wave machine.
Yeah, they want to do that thing on the cruise ships that used to be at Water Mania where you take your boogie board and it's got that, like that.
The strong,
Yeah.
it's like a full-on wave and
Yeah.
you ride.
Yeah. You kind of, you hang, yeah. I think that's all they want to do, really.
You guys ever done that?
Yeah.
It was fun.
Oh wait, so Owen,
Yeah.
I'm from what I'm deciphering from what they're saying, he doesn't have enough money to take her on a holiday to the beach.
Okay.
So he's going to take her to Waterworld
Right.
and so they can ride the wave machine.
Well, that's nice of him.
Well, I mean, I think he's being sensible. Like, you're gonna really go broke trying to go to the beach on holiday. I mean,
Yeah.
it's expensive.
That's gonna be like $1,000. But you can do this, a couple $100. You get to go on the wave machine. You get to ride some slides. Still have a good time at the water park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a good time.
Yeah.
I'll see you in paradise, babe. See you in paradise, babe. We'll get our trunks on. You get on your babe.
Get your trunks on. You get in your bathe, like bathing suit. I'm assuming.
See that wave machine? The waves are coming at us.
I really feel like I've been to paradise, but they haven't been to
So-
paradise. I think you're right, Mike. Like, they're just making the best of a bad situation. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
we can't go to paradise, so we'll get on the wave machine at the water park.
Yeah, I mean, it's
obviously
close.
English. They're English.
I think they are English. I think
Yeah,
you're
they're
right.
Brits.
Yeah, they're Brits. I also like how they're really committed to, responsible COVID with having their masks on.
Yeah.
And they'll be on that wave machine with their masks on, which is
I think you have to be.
admirable.
Artificial.
What if Earth is a place in heaven? That's really deep, honestly. That's
I think
really,
that's isn't that a Clapton song?
maybe. Yeah, no, that's the one where he threw a kid out a window or something.
I thought his kid fell out a window.
Nah, he threw him out. It's a whole thing. I told Derek to do a conspiracy theory podcast about that on his on semantics. Yeah, Clapton threw. Yeah, he kicked his kid over the balcony when he was high on drugs. Oh, an old friend appears. I don't know what this old friend is. Oh, is it cigarettes? I don't know. I don't know what it
Apple
is.
juice.
Is it ganja?
I think it's tobacco, baby. It had one of those European cigarette warnings on it, so that's what made me think it was some tobacco product. Is it really you?
Wait, is he talking to the cigarettes?
I don't know. But now there's a knife dancing around that guy's head. What happened? I don't know. This isn't heaven.
Where is my friend?
The shark attack, is that a dance move I don't know about?
I think he's doing the shark attack currently in the video.
I think you might be right.
He's got the fin up.
He does. This is a ripoff of your signature move, Ty. I was about to call you Duncan. Your signature move, the dolphin. It's like the shark attack. You need to add this to your repertoire.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like their trip to the water park went awry.
That's because they smoked a doober on the way.
Yeah, it might have been it.
And they're not ready.
They still want to go on the wave machine, though.
Well, I definitely want to get high and go on a wave machine.
Yeah.
This is good wave machine music, too. Like, I want this playing while I'm on the wave machine.
Go on the wave machine.
Get our trunks on, you get on your babe. Go on the wave machine.
Water park rave, that needs to be a thing. Oh, by the way, DonASoldier@gmail.com. Serious inquiries only. Inquiries for what? To come and hang out at the wave
shark
machine?
attack at your party.
Yeah, maybe. I enjoyed that clip. I feel like that's pretty high rated.
That got me hyped.
Yeah. It makes me excited for the summer and being in water and that type of thing. So I'm excited for that.
Makes
They
me
really
sad
did. They
that
did
they're-
kind of stay really on brand with like, oh, we're going on the wave machine. The dance is called the shark attack.
Yeah.
Like,
I like it.
I like them.
Yeah, I'm into it. I think that was pretty quality. That was pretty quality. I also was thinking too, like, I was gonna ask you guys, like, do you guys think, we always kind of do this, are they serious or like, because I think these guys are dead serious. Like, they're not doing this as a spoof, like a Tim and Eric type spoofy thing. Like, nah, they were pretty into it.
I think that was real.
I think that's real too. All right, his next clip. Gandalf, you shall not pass. S.A. Wardega Hobbit. S.A. Wardega presents.
My immediate future.
Well, we have a man dressed as Gandalf standing
On a train track.
on a train track. He's telling him, you the famous line, you shall not pass.
You shall not pass!
He has stopped the train. He has poked the train.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Go
Is that a midget?
There's a lot of midgets. There's a whole Lord of the Rings fellowship.
Samwise.
I feel like this would have to not be. I mean, it clearly looks like it's not in America, but you could not get away with this in America because now the operator of the train is like, "Yo, motherfucker, get off the goddamn track."
Well, that's because the operator of every Amtrak train in America piss drunk,
which is
Sleep
run
at the
you
wheel.
right, run right,
run you right the fuck over.
Go back to shadow. Go back to shadow. You shall not pass.
The balls on these kids, though, like just running out in front of a train like that. I guess that's all there is to that. But all right. We got
another. Never watched Lord of the Rings. Never ever.
What?
Crazy.
That's crazy. Don't bother with the Hobbit movies, but watch the original first 3 Lord of the Rings. They're pretty good. This next one is called "I'm a Dog," and it looks like it's an official music video.
I'm a ghost in my own home. Dogs get all the attention. Who wants to be human anyway? Humans aren't cute.
We aren't cuddly.
And we definitely aren't potty trained.
Well, at least I'm not.
But I have a plan.
Do you feel like this in your home, Ty? Do your parents like the dog more than they like you? Do you feel like you're a ghost in your own home next to the dog?
Sometimes.
A genius, most incredible plan. Now, courtesy of YouTube stock music, Berlin at night.
Let's fucking go. I'm a fucking
He's disguised himself
Make
as a
me
dog.
eat from the floor. You aren't the family pet no more.
I'm a dog.
Cute and cuddly. Give me a rub on my
motherfucking tummy.
I'll lay down in the crate, but I'll always love.
I'll never hate.
He's bad at rhyming.
Yeah.
In those streets of me, I'ma go pee-pee. Is this dog finally worthy of your attention?
Now let's go play a game of fetching. Throw me a ball, I'll go and catch. I'ma run real fast, gonna go and snatch.
This dude did the.
I ain't no kitty cat.
I'm a dog. My name's Matt.
Get this garbage away. If I'm bad,
go ahead.
You can give me a spray. Put the leash on. Let's go for a walk. My nose to the ground, but
I'll never talk.
In the street, people passing by,
thinking I'm so cute, like they're gonna cry.
Will my family finally give me notice, or will they only care about that dog named Owen? Well,
I am unimpressed with this. I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is the worst clip tonight.
This guy just had too much time on his hand.
Yeah.
I maintain he did the wrong drugs. I'm not sure exactly what they were, but
the wrong ones.
Yeah.
Nobody seems to care. This is all
just so unfair.
What am I to do?
Where am I to go?
I no longer have a home to call my own.
Okay.
All right.
Where am I?
What year is it?
You're no longer human, Matt. You're a dog now. Like us all.
Gotta change my mind.
One of us forever and ever.
Goodbye, human body.
There you
I
go.
don't even feel bad for this kid.
I'm bothered, but I would watch that show, whatever the fuck that was. I'm curious. I would go down that rabbit hole.
I don't know. Sam Greenfield banana song. I hope this isn't just like the regular banana. Like I hope this is not banana phone. Haven't we had a banana song lately? I would feel like we had. Maybe it's another one. Maybe it is. Yeah. Takes, all right. I guess it's the instructions to look like a banana. That's kind of what I'm getting.
I think he's gonna teach us how to make frozen bananas.
I thought he was teaching us how to look like a banana. Maybe you're right. Maybe he's teaching us how to make a frozen banana. Yeah. Okay, you're right. Guy can at least rhyme. The last guy couldn't.
I like that banana.
Yeah, that's a sexy banana. Fishnet banana, I can get behind. Fishnet banana.
I'm getting a little chub off of a fishnet banana.
Yeah.
We've all done doggy style, but not to be underrated, banana style.
Banana style?
Whoa.
That's a different level, my friend.
I'm more of a plantain style.
Okay. Fried, or you like the sweet ones?
Oh, mine definitely looks like it's been fried.
Okay, fair enough. What are your thoughts on bananas in general, too? I like a banana.
I'm good with a banana.
Chat doesn't like bananas. I'm a fan of bananas. I had a banana today.
Yeah, I'm a banana fan. Who doesn't like bananas?
Oh,
the chat. Oh wow, I like a banana. I made a banana, tangerine, and pineapple smoothie today.
That sounds delicious.
It was delightful. Yeah. I'll tell you more about my smoothie adventures later, because we got a.
Are you a smoothie man now?
Yeah, I'm a smoothie man now. We got one of the.
You're a mountain hiking smoothie man
and a document man. Don't forget.
Document man too.
I mean, I'm adding all the bows, right? Like that's what I'm doing. What I did.
Throw in some oat milk and cocoa nibs to really get it to groove.
You're making a banana smoothie.
Yeah, he's doing what I did today. This is right up my alley.
Cocoa nibs in there?
Yeah, what did he throw in there?
Cocoa nibs.
What's that?
It's like a little piece of chocolate.
Is that like a Cocoa Crispy or something? Or like,
no, it's like a little tiny piece of chocolate.
Like what you put in a cookie.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Well, Derek, Ty might accept you, but I don't.
That's some sexy sax, man. What are you getting on?
That's an aggressive banana rubbing he's getting. Like that does not look pleasant. I don't know.
And also, Derek, I'll weigh in on this. I'm going to go Switzerland on this. I will neither endorse or rebuke you.
Neutrality. All of you are traitors. This is a pro banana show.
With vitamins and potassium, it's such a flavorful high. You need to know it's your duty to spread the news.
like his banana's gonna pop out any moment.
Yeah,
in this
that
thing,
shot
right?
is dangerous. That's how close his banana is to being unpeeled.
I really like Fishnet Banana Chick, to be honest. Like,
Yeah,
she
There's
is.
two of them actually.
Is there two? I like the.
Yeah, there's two different ones.
Oh well, I like the one. I think I just like fishnets, to be honest. They're kind of a kink of mine. Not gonna lie.
On
pretty
my
great.
ongoing casting call, this goes, hey, all right, so we're gonna open casting. We need a banana lady.
Yeah.
Bring fishnets. We have the banana costume covered, but
Yeah. As long as you're cool with wearing fishnets, you got the gig. There you go. That was a good banana song right there.
I like that banana song.
Yeah,
Solid
me
banana song.
Yeah.
I'm pleased. Yes.
We
That
got
was a good feel good banana pick me up.
Yeah, me too. We needed that. We've got two more videos here, two more clips. We got this one here, which has just been this I think is just going to be a very sad recipe here. 3 cheese pizza blend, tips for making pizza. We'll check that out.
You can't really go wrong with
No,
3 cheeses.
Ehow, food.
Hi, I'm Chef Mike Nyland.
All right. What's his
That
name?
guy.
Mike
Nyland.
Hi, I'm Mike Nyland. I'm going to teach you how to make a 3 cheese pizza. Here we go.
I like that it says professional chef, but he looks like every chef who cooks at a bowling alley.
And just bought one of those hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of what that's.
Wow, I've never worn a chef's coat before. Hi, I'm Chef Mike Nyland. I'm a Tucson personal chef, and I'm here to...
He's a 2-time personal chef. Is that what he
Isn't this
said?
the guy that
That
Bane knows? Didn't we do a behind the scenes on this guy?
It is not him, but it's very similar. This guy has got his shit
that's
way
him.
more together than Chef Will. Trust me, we're coming out with more Chef Will content in the near future.
show you how to make a 3 cheese blend for pizza.
Okay.
First, you start with shredded mozzarella,
All right, cool.
Mozzarella.
It's about
then a shredded provolone,
how much?
and then a freshly grated Parmesan.
Okay. You didn't
You
really
mix
tell
them
us.
all together in the bowl.
You didn't really tell us how much
Nope,
of that.
We're just gonna pour it in here.
All right.
Just 3 balls.
3 bowls, whatever.
I'm into it.
No size on the bowl. no amount or what have you. Okay.
It's a good heaping of cheese.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
into
it looks. I'm sure it's gonna be great, but I wish I would know his exact blend. Of
All
the
right,
3.
Owen, real quick.
Yeah.
I really, really hope this video, he gets done stirring and goes, and there you have it. A
Done.
3 cheese blend.
We'll find out.
Spin.
And then you can use it for your favorite pizza.
Okay. Just mixing it up with his hands.
Yeah.
That's how you make a 3 cheese blend for your pizza.
Done.
I called it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. That's the best.
I feel better. Yep. That was a good one.
I feel like I could be a professional chef now. I feel like I could have a new career as a 2-time personal chef. Like,
Yeah, at least.
at least.
This is what we should do with Chef Will. Or whatever.
Oh no, trust me, that's exactly what we're doing. Don't
Oh
worry.
my
Don't
God.
worry. We're working on it.
I have the vision.
There's a lot of good stuff. We'll talk about it off air. I just don't want to blow our load on the whole thing yet. We got one more clip. This is ShoddyWannaFuck.exe official lyrics video. You know it's good when it's got an official lyrics video. And
Again.
Shawty wanna fuck.exe. That's an executable file. So
Executable file.
Executable
man. But
file.
I'm telling you, ain't nobody executing that file.
no, well, I feel like I want to execute myself already just looking at this kid.
I hope he's got a smooth voice.
That'd be good.
Shawty wanna fuck.
Nope.
Shawty likes it rough and she's got a big oily butt.
Yeah.
Oily.
Yeah, I like how he added that in there. It was like, yeah.
A big oily butt.
A big round wet muffin. Shawty's got sexual techniques.
Yeah, she does.
And a big round oily butt.
Yeah.
Goosebumps on her booty cheeks. I want
Goosebumps on her booty cheeks. I don't need the goosebumps. I could do without the goosebumps.
Why do you have goosebumps on your booty cheeks?
I don't know. I don't need the booty. I don't need the goosebumps. Like I like the
Maybe-
big oily butt. I don't need the goosebumps.
goosebumps on her booty cheeks.
Maybe it's just because she's scared that
Haven't
this
you-
guy is there.
Haven't you ever blown on the sweet canyon and crevasse that is the salad tossing bowl and seen
That's what it is. Like the ooh,
the
they got
little
the
goosebumps that rock up on the booty cheeks?
Okay, no, I don't think I have. I have, but now I get it. Now I want to
Well.
see it. Now I'm in. I'm back in.
But would you be able to see it on a big, round, oily butt?
Yeah, I feel like the oil
is,
will cover over the goosebumps. You know, like I feel like they'll make it blend in a little bit. This guy has a dead. This guy is a serial killer. He has that look. Like he's got that dead
behind the eyes.
The dead. Yeah, he's dead behind there.
I wanna bust a nut. She's looking good. She's got a lot of class. Big hoop earrings and a big round ass. I crack a stupid joke, but it still makes her giggle. I'm one step closer to seeing that booty jiggle. Seeing that booty bounce up and down and around.
How old do you think this kid is?
17.
I was gonna 16, 17.
Unfortunately, 12.
He drinks his sparkling Welchers out of a fancy glass.
He does do that. The chances from 1 to 10 of this guy being a virgin, like 10 being a virgin, 1 like having have had like some intercourse with a woman.
No, this dude is definitely banged.
You think
I
so?
would almost guarantee it. It's it's usually in people that we find a little dangerous and strange that they tend to have more sex than us.
You're saying this kid fucks. This kid fucks.
Probably.
I mean,
but that's not necessarily good for everyone, but it's working out.
He knows
he shouldn't be fucking.
He's got the right words. He is a wordsmith, and he definitely, yeah. Oh, he might have a monster tie dick, Derek. You're right. It's true.
Oh,
Vigorously shaking and making that clapping sound.
That's what he wants. He wants that. He wants that.
I want that too.
He wants that big booty making that clapping sound with the oily butt.
Clap
Like,
it.
He is into that. He is in.
The oily part kind of turns me off, but the rest of it, I'm in with this kid. I'm listening.
I don't know, man. The oily. I like
oily.
I'm into the oily part. I'm into it. I like to get wet and wild, man.
Can I
Why
have
not?
light oil? Like
Very
She's
light
shaking
oil.
that booty and dripping with sweat. Coconut booty oil makes her big butt wet. She's super bad, so I'm looking for some trouble. Booty looking like a big round wet bubble.
He's
Baby
probably
got back.
through this song. He's probably turned it up and been like, "All right, let's get wild."
Dude, he's gone to his high school like dance, and he's got his first
DJ,
car.
DJ.
Yeah, he's trying to do that with a DJ, but he shows up to the high school dance, and he's like in his like 94 Accord, and he's got this shit blasting as he's like rolling up, and like he's all swagged out, right?
And people are asking him, "Who's this? Who's this? I've never heard of this." And he goes, "Oh, it's me."
Oh shit, you ain't never heard of whatever. His actual like his rap name is like he says the rap name, and so that thinking that they're gonna look it up And then they'll be like, "Oh fuck, that was you the whole time. Like, I want to suck your dick." And then like, yeah, but he's like, "I'm not into it. You suck
my
my
dick's right here. It's right here. Get over here."
But he's not even into that. He just wants to see that booty bounce. He just want. He doesn't. He doesn't. He
I don't want no brain. Just let me see your booty wiggle.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Baby got a big round, but I want to smack.
Imagine he gets his first girlfriend too in high school, and like he's like, "I got something I want to show you. Like this is it." Like, and she's like, "Oh, Michael, you're the cutest, like in math class and algebra."
And I'm like, thanks, girl.
And he's like, "Thanks, girl."
Big oily butt.
He's like, "You know what? It's our first date and all, but I feel like this song really represents who I am, who I be, and so I feel like, I probably should like show you this before we get any further in this relationship." And then he lays it down,
Baby got oil dripping down her booty crack. I'm hungry for the booty, baby, give me a snack. I pour a cold glass of water on her big round butt and makes her get the goosebumps so I can bust a nut.
He's really into the goosebumps. He's really into this goosebump
That's a
thing.
really weird fetish.
It is.
So I need to see goosebumps so I can finish.
As Derek the Hero says, "This is a beautiful spoken word. I can feel his love for big oily butts." I can too, Derek. You're absolutely right. Like, I mean, if you're going to be passionate about something, at least, big oily butts,
Not the worst choice.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to die on a hill, why not? Why not?
You could be passionate about like crack. So
exactly.
I think we should be happy that he's just passionate about butts.
Yeah. I've turned it around. I like this guy now. I mean, he does still look like a serial killer, but apart
he
from
looks
that,
like he is going to remove your ass.
Yeah, he's gonna do. He's gonna say something about some Asians soon. But apart from that, sorry, I'll move on.
Shawty wanna fuck.
Too soon.
Shawty likes it rough and she's got a big oily butt. A big round wet McMuffin. Shawty's got sexual techniques.
I like how he didn't center the text either.
Goosebumps on her booty cheeks. I wanna bust a nut.
You're gonna do the slow down stop?
I think it's pretty classy, if you ask me.
Whoa, 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 yeah. Shawty wanna flow, whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah.
If I was him, I would have just let that slowly fade.
Oh yeah, he's doing it. Nice slow fade to end it.
No, I mean I would have faded like the first time. You should have faded and not thrown in all that whoa, yeah.
Nah, I think it adds. I think it adds to it. Anyway,
I think if that was like 10 years ago, that could have been Owen, maybe.
If Bob's Newsstand went in a different direction and started writing "Shouty wanna fuck."
Shouty wanna fuck.
It would have to probably be a little closer to 15-20, but I can see the comparisons. I can get it. Anyway, that was Clips.
Clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
Yeah, that was Clips. Always fun. What do we want to rate this one? Oh shit, I forgot to do that thing. Oops, I forgot to de-optimize, boys. My bad.
Oh, I can't see myself. Who can't see me?
Oh my god. All right, we're back. Sorry.
Optimized?
Yeah, we're de-optimized. Yeah, what are we gonna rate? What are we gonna rate? I mean, I
stand firm. I stand firm. I quoted a cool 8.0. I stand firm with this cool 8.0.
I think what did I give it? An 8.5 earlier. Yeah. All right, I think you were right on the money with 8.2. Isn't that what you gave it?
I went 8.1, but I was even gonna bump mine up to a 8.5.
Okay, so I think we're switching places. I'm going I'm gonna go back down a little bit. I'm gonna go with 8-2, but 8.5. That's a pretty strong score all around.
Yeah.
Pretty strong score. Oh, you know what?
Shawty wanna fuck.
He's been killing it. Our buddy Tom's been killing it, supplying some of these clips lately.
Clip of the night is the cheese blend.
Yeah, it probably was. 3 cheese pizza
Short
blend.
and sweet.
Short, sweet, to the point. Unexpected finish. You had to ruin it.
Cheesy in the right way.
Yeah, it was good.
Are you drinking beer with a badger on it, Ty?
Yeah, is that some goddamn
Badger don't give a fuck.
They don't.
Only available in Wisconsin, I'm sure.
I mean, it is a Wisconsin Brewing Co. I don't know where else it's sold, but it's good. Damn it.
What type of a beer are you talking here? Is it,
It's this like a straight. You know what? You would truly appreciate it, Owen.
I bet I would. Like a good lager, a good pilsner type thing that you
like
get up in that
how you
area.
enjoy your Bud Red.
Yeah,
your
heavy.
regular Bud Heavy. That's the way you say it. Sorry. But you would truly enjoy this. I feel like you would.
Kind of interesting. All right. Well, you got to send me some, or when you come down, you bring me a 4-pack or something. You
Bring
know
a 4-pack. Shit. Get a case.
Yeah, give me a. Yeah,
Well, he's gonna get a case so that he can drink everything but the 4-pack he promised you.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, it's about time we get out of here for a break. We're even a little overdue. But when we come back, I want to talk about what you guys did for St. Paddy's Day and what I did for St. Paddy's Day. I also want to talk about Dikembe Mutombo, as I think he's someone that we need to discuss more often. Dikembe Mutombo back in the public lexicon as of late.
No.
And I also want to, there's a couple things I want to do. I want to do a kind of a mini casting couch, but I don't want to tell you until what we're going to do it on until we come back. And then I think we're going to be hearing from a friend of ours with a review towards the end of the show. So don't go anywhere. We're going to take a 10 to 15 minute break as we always do. It's 9:43 right now, so we'll be back right around 10 o'clock, maybe a little bit before. Maybe, it'll be maybe a little bit before. But yeah, we'll be back around there, but I'll play some tunes for you while we're doing so. And we'll get out of here for just a few minutes while we go on Smoko. Guys, that was a fun first segment. I hope I get my metal detector.
Yeah.
What do we say when we get out of here for the first segment, boys?
Fuck
your
dream. Fuck your dream. Fuck.
We'll be back in no time. We love you. We'll see you in just a few. Fuck your dreams. Twitch.tv/ONRS Live if you're listening on the podcast. Of course, join our Patreon. Patreon.com/ONRS. 407-906-6466 if you want to ever leave us a voicemail. OnoRadioShow.com, OnoWrestlingShow.com, and OnoMedia.com if you got any of them like video requests like we always like to get. We love you. We'll see you in a few minutes. Bye.
Help me, Satan.
Hey there, kids. It's
the second segment of the Oh No Radio Show, where things undoubtedly get a little bit weird. We got feet in the chat room. Can't believe we got feet back. We got feet back in the chat. Well, not in the chat, but feet. I've been fascinated by feet ever since I saw that username. Feet, you need to...
I didn't think you were into feet stuff.
No, I'm not, but I'm into whoever would name, like, have that as their handle. I'm into...
How they got it.
Yeah, how they got it, why they would choose to name themselves feet. All these things. So many questions, so many... Yeah, I love it. I love these some feet. So feet, let us know all these things. How'd you get the name? Where'd you come up with the name?
How'd you do it?
Yeah. How are you doing? You know, and welcome everybody back to the Ono Radio Show. Got some dude bro rock going for you, some butt rock.
Ooh,
hard butt rock.
Hard butt rock. Yeah.
The butt stuff you didn't think you needed.
Yeah. Exactly.
Welcome back. We got another solid hour-long block of butt rock.
Welcome to 101.1 JNR. My name is Butt Rock Steve, and here we go. Yeah, not really what's going on here, but welcome back to the show. Either way. So I did want to mention that during this whole pandemic, of course, my wife has been working from home. And she barely, goes anywhere. And it was the first time, like, she'll run to the Dollar Tree and stuff. She'll run to Walgreens, do a little shopping here and there. But it was the first time I've been in quite a few months. I've been in the car with her, and while she was driving, because I usually, when we do go anywhere, I'm the one that typically drives. And my God, she's forgotten completely how to drive. Like,
no.
It's bad, man. Like, she's just like, I don't know, should I go? Should I not go? Like there's like that lack of confidence. Her parking is all fucked up. Like, she's just like doing 3-point turns where she doesn't need to. Like, it's kind of funny.
How dare you, Owen? How dare you?
Like, what? I'm not allowed to make fun of my own wife.
You're allowed.
I'm allowed. No one else is allowed. But yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you experienced that in any fashion or form? Like, things that you can or like have sort of forgotten to do, or like just, I mean, for you, Mikey, I guess life has just continued as normal. But, Ty, like, is there any weirdness? Like, maybe just like, I don't know, like social interactions or anything like that. Cause I find that, like, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, am I supposed to fist bump you? Like, I want to give you a hug. Like, are we doing the elbow? Like, what are we doing here?
I
still go to hug people.
Yeah, of course you do. And you've probably had COVID 18 times and not even known it.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Strong
or dumb? I don't know. It's it's both.
Dumb strong. They should have that as a T-shirt. What is the whole thing? Like something strong. Like what is it? Life strong.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Dumb strong.
You should be. Yeah, we should make those bracelets that are just dumb strong.
Oh man.
But have you? Yeah, neither of you really had any of that, or no?
I mean, not really. There's definitely awkward, I've mistakenly reached out to shake a hand a couple times and been like, the guy gives out the fist and I'm like, oh, shit, look at what I'm doing. Because normally I'm not the most careful, crazy germaphobe in the world, but at the same time, I'm responsible. I'm not like, trying to go out and get myself sick. I'm not trying to do that.
Right.
So
as that sounds just like a COVID cough.
I'm doing good.
Yeah. Exactly. Thanks for that. That's definitely adding to your
My God,
I'm okay. I'm all right.
Oh gosh. Let's talk about Dikembe Mutombo, who has recently resurfaced on a Geico commercial. and the basketball player from the
the
90s, right? Like, remember Dikembe Mutombo? Could someone pull up like his Wikipedia for me? Let's go through some. I want to look up some Dikembe Mutombo. And
So how tall do you think he is before we?
Oh, he's a tall motherfucker. He's taller than you.
Oh,
he's 7 foot. No, he's 7'1". He's 7'1".
Like 7'4" or something.
Is he that
I got
big?
it right here.
What does he got? What do we got? What do we got?
Oh.
All right. He is 7'2".
7'2". All right.
Okay,
yeah,
and
pretty
also
close.
Dikembe Mutombo is not even his full name.
Oh God, can you even try and read it, please?
Yeah,
try
I
and
got
read
you.
it. Yeah.
It's Dikembe Mutombo Mumplolando Mukamba Jean-Jacques Wamutombo.
Wow, that's a name. That's a name.
That's a good name.
I mean, I would venture to guess if I were to see that on a resume and I was hiring for a position, I would be able to guess the ethnicity of this person.
Well,
Like,
where is he?
How would you know he's from Congo just by hearing that?
I mean, he's certainly from somewhere in Africa.
Oh,
do you
come
know what
on!
you
son of a! I
He
tried
ain't
to
from-
give you an out.
His
I
name's
tried.
not. His name's not Sven. Like his name's not. Like
Dikembe Sven.
Jorgensen, something Jorgensen or something. Like, come on. If you're a
That's like my family.
Dikembe Jagermir.
I have Jorgensen ties. That's hilarious.
what Jorgensen? Yeah.
Yep.
So you know what you call someone who's has like a Congo background and is an American?
An Afrikaner.
No.
That was my guess. That was just a guess. I don't know.
Well, they're called Congolese American.
I've heard of that. Okay, yeah, Congolese.
I just thought, yeah.
Give us some good. Give us some other good facts about Dikembe Mutombo.
Wow.
You know, he has like
18
6
seasons?
names. 6 names, but he names his kid Ryan.
yeah.
Ryan Mutombo.
yeah, Ryan Mutombo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Mutombo manages an auto parts store. I feel like. Where's he from exactly? Is it Congo? Like
yeah, the Republic of the Congo.
Okay.
He's 7'2", 260.
Big boy.
He played for, let's see.
Remember, didn't he play for the Rockets?
He played for the Rockets.
Yeah, I remember that. That's
in 06.
Yeah.
Okay, so he actually played for a lot of people. He played for the Denver Nuggets, the Atlanta Hawks, Philadelphia 76ers, New Jersey Nets, New York Knicks, and he finished out his career with the Rockets.
Okay. What year was that he finished out his career?
I guess it would be, let's see. Wow. He started in 91. And his last season
early 2000s, something like that, maybe.
09.
Oh wow, he made it to 09. That's a good career.
He played for like 18 years, 18 seasons.
That's pretty impressive. I remember seeing a picture of him next to Muggsy Bogues, and that's always funny. It's kind of like when you see Shaq next to Kevin Hart, that type of deal. But he's even he's taller than Shaq, right? It's 7'2", or right around probably right around the same.
No, I think Shaq's 7'1". I think.
Okay,
pretty sure.
So yeah, I mean,
he was
an inch.
Yeah, he won 4 NBA Player or Defensive Player of the Year awards. He was heralded like he's second in all-time registered blocks, behind Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh yeah.
And he's the 20 most prolific rebounder ever.
That's damn. Like that's pretty impressive. Good on Dikembe. I like him, and I feel like I'm really happy for him for some reason. Now that I feel like we forgot about him because you said 09 he retired.
Yeah,
I feel like we haven't heard anything.
He was an 8-time All-Star.
Like, has he done anything in between 09 and like not coming back, but like having this Geico commercial which just aired? I think it aired at the Super Bowl. It's my favorite one, where he's in like the grocery store and like someone tries to like toss like a fucking like bag of chips in their
swats
cart,
it.
and he swats it, and he says, no, not in my house. I think that's his big thing is not in my house.
He was called Mount Mutombo when he was playing because he was just so like it was so hard to get to the basket around him.
Which I understand, but Mount Mutombo, somehow that feels like if you're a mount, that you should be fatter than Dikembe Mutombo is. Like if I'm calling somebody a mount, like mounts are fat to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
He also has 6 kids. 4 are adopted.
Okay.
He's got an honorary doctorate from the University of New York College at Cortland.
Okay, well they all get those honorary doctorates.
Let's see. He honorary doctorate by Georgetown. Let's see. An honorary doctorate from Haverford College.
Yeah.
Yeah. Extensive humanitarian work.
What's his net worth? That's what I need to know.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Let's find that out.
I mean, it's probably gone up since he's got that Geico commercial. He probably, I would have loved to know what it was before, but that's going to be terribly hard to find. But now, like, what?
Take a guess.
20 mil.
Higher.
Okay.
Yep.
Ty, you want to give it a go?
Man, I can't. I'm surprised it's higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So somehow Dikembe made it all work out. 33.
Oh man, still under half. 75 mil.
What? Damn,
Yep.
Dikembe did good.
Yeah, bro. I mean, he was in. You got to remember, he was in there for 18 seasons. He's within a couple seasons, he's already like a great player.
And he's probably making multi-millions a year to re-sign with teams and stuff. So he's he just racked it up. He did it right. Kudos on.
I mean, you got to remember,
I'm giving
NBA Defensive Player
Dikembe.
Award.
I'm giving Dikembe another award, an honorary cool guy Ono Radio Show award. Like he gets an honorary cool guy Dikembe Mutombo. Like yeah.
I think. Wait, is Derek still in the chat?
No, probably not. He usually has
I was
to go
gonna
to
say
sleep.
you should have let him be the honorary 4th entrant to the Hall of Fame. This year.
I mean,
let him be the wild card.
Could be our celebrity entrant. There's always a good celebrity entrant into the WWE Hall of Fame, which I'm basing this around. So I feel like he could, maybe
be the
take
celebrity entrant.
He could be. Well, he's in the running for maybe a future inauguration class, but maybe not this year because we want to give him enough time to be able to accept the award, come to the studio, and I'm sure he will. He's a big fan of the show, so yeah. Dikembe Mutombo. Cheers to Dikembe Mutombo. Little
claps. Big
golf.
claps.
Claps for Dikembe. I've been seeing those commercials. I've been really enjoying them, and I thought about Dikembe a lot. I'm like, I hope he's doing good. He looks the same in the commercial. He looks like almost just a little older, but he looks the same.
Yeah, I mean he's holding up. He's holding up pretty well.
I think so.
Still got the good squat. So I mean, I say let him keep going.
Did you guys do anything for St. Patty's Day, which was yesterday?
I worked.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything either.
I had to close, so it was like, and we're a Asian restaurant that doesn't serve alcohol, so we were very
low on the list of places people wanted to go for St. Patty's Day.
Oddly enough, okay, so I got there at like 11, and so I'm hanging out. Lunch was solid, fun lunch. But I'm like, well, it's St. Patty's Day. Nobody's going to show up after like 5. Anybody who follows the regular guidelines of drinking is going to wait until 5 and then just start getting hammered.
Oh, St. Patty's Day? I think people go earlier than 5. I think
well, if they can.
I think there's a 3 to 4 ratio of acceptability there. Maybe even earlier if you're a real scumbag.
I mean, if you're talking to me and I had the day off, if I had the day off, I probably would have gotten pretty
yeah.
hammered.
It started at like 10.
Yeah.
Maybe earlier, knowing you.
Oh, well, I mean, I would have boot and rallied somewhere around 3. So.
But you would have probably been halfway there by the time you got to the place at 3, is what I would guess.
And then, and then I'd probably puke, take a rest, like hydrate up a little bit, and then
go back out again
around 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And then just close it out.
Yeah. What about you, Ty? Did you have any festivities for
supper club?
Well, I did also work, so I get off around midnight here, and the parents went out and got some sort of crazy Reuben pizza that was pretty bomb.
Yeah, that's what you were eating when we saw
Actually, no, that was a different
pizza.
I had a corned beef and cabbage pizza that I jammed today, and fuck me, that was really good too. Fuck, oh, dude, I got a big thing for the corned beef cabbage, like real. It was turned on to me by my friend Rochelle, like in Orlando when I moved down there. She used to do my hair first. And I remember it being St. Patty's, and she had this like big tradition of doing it. And she cooked it all day. You would walk into the kitchen, it was just like the best, like the cabbage and the beef cooking all.
Never even heard of this though. Like to make a pizza out of it. I mean, I guess you can make a pizza out of anything, but
you're damn right.
But fucking A, like corn.
No, it's really banging. Both the Reuben pizza and the corned beef and cabbage pizza were both bangers. More when I'm done with the show.
Which is, it's interesting because I was thinking about it, and if it wasn't COVID times, it probably would have popped down. There's an Irish pub that is literally, a stone's throw away from my place, right around the corner. And I could hear them. They were having a grand old time. They were blasting the Irish music, and they were, I could just tell it was crazy. There were cars parked all up and down my street. I was just like, nah, I think I'll probably hold off on that super spreading event. So,
what I don't like, I don't really like St. Patty's Day all that much.
It's an amateur hour holiday.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much the reason. And I'm also not like all the like extra costuming that everybody like.
Yeah,
it's just too extra. I like the drinking part of it.
Yeah, that part's fun.
I like the going to a bar part of it and like drinking with your friends.
Yeah, having some fun with your buddies or whatever.
But when it's like it's just too extra. I just want to go drink with my friends.
It's kind of the same way, and I didn't even wear green. I didn't even bother. I went to I had a couple beers at my house. I drank less yesterday. I had 3 beers yesterday. I drank less yesterday than I would on any other given day, and got Mexican food. And I think I did it wrong. I guess I think I did it wrong. But
dude, I didn't even know it was St. Patty's Day like until I started seeing people post on St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Like
I knew because we could wear green and jeans today, even though I can wear whatever the fuck I want because I work from my house.
Yeah, what the hell? Like they can tell you really? Like that's.
But Ty, can you turn on your webcam for a second? We need to make sure you're in uniform.
Oh man, yeah. You know what? That's some funny commentary about that right there. But yeah, man, the webcam thing.
Do you have to be on webcam all day?
Well, I actually have like the Post-it note folded over it kind of deal.
Okay.
'Cause no, really, like most of the time when I'm working and talking to people, the webcam is doing nothing but just, staring at me idly, and I'm not cool with that. So I'm going to put that fucking Post-it on it.
Right. I get that.
But the only times when I really need it is like our team meeting. We have a team meeting every week, and
you hate it. I bet you hate it too.
Nobody else has it but me and the boss guy. Also, my like direct supervisor is 23. I found out the other day. I was like,
funny.
Oh, damn, really? Like, I'm not mad about it, but I'm still
You're mad about it.
Yeah, you're mad about it. Don't lie.
Well,
Don't
he's
lie.
good at what he does. I'm not like it's not like I don't know. I'm not talking any shit.
You trying to take his job, Ty? You trying to outperform and get his gig?
No. I think all the shit that they try to want to make you into the robot of customer service and shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. They're probably gonna discipline me many a time of talking to somebody for an hour and a half just because we were talking about some cool shit. Like, didn't really matter. We didn't actually do anything productive to your account, but we had a great conversation for like an hour, and this has happened to me like 5 times already.
It's like, Ty, get off the phone. You're you gotta like do work now. Like you can't.
The truth of the matter is, we are not allowed to hang up on you. So if you just start talking and continue talking,
that's hilarious.
And don't want to do anything, there are people that will hang up on you. There are those, employees.
Yeah.
But it's really a rule. We're not supposed to do that.
So that's why I met some of my best friends having wrestling conversations because they don't really want to talk to me, but they just are like
they can't hang up.
They can't hang up.
Well, that is not necessarily true because, like I said, like I had a deep life talk with this dude. Like we were just talking about
come to Jesus moment with your customer.
Well, it was kind of grand, and there was a couple times where I tried to reel it in and be like, "Is there anything we can actually do?" And then we just go right back down into
but like
mushrooms.
What, man?
You should get a van and shag it out and drive across the country and work when the fuck you want, and then go back and do your thing. And I was like, "You're right. Fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm getting in a van
at work, like on their recorded lines, like." Yeah, you know what? You are right. I should just do literally whatever I want. Because who cares?
There's been these moments where I'm like, I hope they do listen to this shit because they're gonna get a kick out of it. They can't do. I didn't do anything wrong technically. It just I didn't move it forward fast enough.
Right. Yeah. You're just a little. Well, what was the old term that they used to use for you in every faceted form? You were slow rush. You've always been slow rush.
Whatever. Yeah.
So, anyway, anytime you work, you're always gonna be slow rush. You can't take that away from a person. Like this is just kind of how you are. That's what it is.
I mean, I'm still in a rush. I just got to think about it real hard for a minute.
I also wanted to talk about kind of this like mini casting couch. I don't want to make it a full segment like we always do, but Ty, you let me know of that Rob Zombie had a new album out.
Yeah.
So I was jamming to some of that new Rob Zombie, and
I feel guilty that I liked it as much as I did.
Oh man,
I was feeling good, unwinding after a long day.
It's some real deal zombs. Like you guys, it's some real deal zombs. Like
the demons hate you. The demons hate you. The demons hate you.
Try not to get us like kicked off of Twitch or anything. I was hoping it was going to be one that's a little bit more right off the bat. But here, I mean, it's got
the production is really good though.
Yeah, no, the production's really good. It's got like the zombs is.
Some twang. Didn't he get all like so westerny now?
You can hear the old Rob Zombie in there. I mean, that's fucking music, if you ask me. Like, that's definitely some good fucking music.
This is what happened. I was jamming it after work, and it was almost like a guilty. I wasn't even gonna try. Wasn't even gonna put it on. But I was like, I'm cracking my second beer right after the day is done, and I'm like, fuck it. All right, Rob Zombie. If it's any good, I'll give it a go. And I get like 3-4 songs in, and I'm like, There's some guilty, like, good bad moments in there where it's still like, this is kind of bad, but it's good in its badness.
Yeah, sure.
But then, like, the album kind of kicked in after that, too. And I was like, Jesus Christ, what is going on? I would bang to this. And I thought about Owen.
And then he jerked off, like, heavy. Like, he put it on the background, he put on a porno, put on the porno, and then he turned the volume down on the porno, but he had it up a little bit just so he could hear the, and then he had just enough. And then he put on that Rob Zombie real loud so he could. And he was like, "Mom, I'm just listening to music. You said I could do this from 7:30 to 8:30. So like this is my music time. Leave me alone." And then he's in his room.
Minutes.
He's got his Post-it note over his work computer camera. He's fucking just he's got his mom's
He's got
his mom's
truth of the matter.
Mom's foot lotion has made its way somehow into his room from the bathroom.
Foot lotion?
Yeah, oh yeah. And then it's
the most moisturizable.
Mm-hmm.
So in all honesty though, I did think of Owen right away. I was like,
yeah,
I gotta send this to Owen.
You thought of me banging. You thought of me banging to it.
Yeah. While I was touching myself, I was like, you know what? Owen needs this.
Well, related to Rob Zombie, it maybe this popped up in your lexicon because of it, but I had also heard earlier in the week that Rob Zombie was doing a remake movie of the Munsters. Remember the Munsters? So Rob Zombie is doing a Munsters movie. He's going to direct one. And
I'm okay with this.
And I actually kind of like, it took me a minute because here's the deal. Like, I like some, not all of Rob Zombie's directing work. I think some's been better than others. I think Devil's Rejects is like fantastic. Like there's been some really good stuff. I think House of a Thousand Corpses to me is a little boring at times. Like it's just it just feels I don't know, there's something about it that feels just gratuitous.
I know what you mean.
Whereas the story in Devil's Rejects is a lot better and you know, I like I think I like a couple of the first one of the Halloween movies is really good and like that he did.
I liked them both, but like the first one was
the first one's way better. Like second one is like I don't know, it's there's parts, but what I'm trying to say is like at first I'm like trying to think of like the Munsters, and when I first heard it, I'm like, oh no, like that can be like too dark because the Munsters are a very it's it's sort of like the Addams Family, right? Like I always preferred the Munsters as a kid, to be honest. But they both have like like the spookiness or whatever. But the Munsters were all like, and both of them, it's very funny. They're supposed to be comedic, and we haven't really seen Rob Zombie do like a straight up comedy movie. There's been elements of comedy in some of the films, and so that's what I was like a little bit scared of. I'm like, I don't think you can make a Munsters film where they're like like serious, like they're all really like
too serious,
dramatic. Like it's got
like dark and edgy.
I think it needs to be campy. I think it needs to be dark. I think it needs to be like have the same like amount of camp that the Munsters would have.
Yeah. I think Rob Zombie is very capable of making the campy movie in the right way. But the problem with campy is it's the right mix, and sometimes that mix can go wrong real quick. Like
I would agree with that.
We've all seen the movies that are trying to be campy where it's just like kind of painful. It's like a little this is the wrong kind of campy. It's not fun. It's painful. And I think Rob Zombie has enough like general taste to avoid that. But like
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping he can blend those kind of two worlds together, because if you look at like the early Rob Zombie career, even when you're looking at like Dragula and stuff like that, there's a camp to that. Like there's definitely a camp to that whole side of things, but it still has a bit of enough of a jarring edge. And maybe if he can like tap into that, I know he's a really smart guy. I can see it working. So what I'm asking you, and I don't think any of these names like I don't think there's been any announcements of any names cast in this film. I mean, it's just been announced. But if you were to cast like the major family from the Munsters, but for a Rob Zombie Munsters film, who would you cast? And this one is tough. This one's definitely tough. You gotta. Can you pull up? I need to pull up the actual list of all the names because I know you got Herman. You got. Oh shit! I forgot his wife's name. I know you got the little werewolf boy. And you got the pretty. Then you got the pretty chick that they all think that she's grotesque. It's like a Jenny or something. I can't remember her.
Oh,
name.
she's the normal one.
Yeah, she's like really beautiful, and they all think she's like grotesque. Like she's actually like this hot blonde. That's like part of the joke. Eddie is the kid. I remember Eddie is the little werewolf boy.
So you have Herman.
I feel like there's another one.
So you have Herman Munster.
Herman, okay.
Lily Munster.
Who's
Marilyn Munster. Lily is
Lily's the hot chick?
No, Lily's the wife.
Okay, so Herman, Lily is the wife.
Marilyn's the daughter that's normal, that they're like,
okay,
she's just weird.
All right.
There's Grandpa, who is the vampire.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Oh, fucking yeah! I forgot about him. The grandpa, like he's a big part of it.
I want
and then
Grandpa
Eddie
to be
Munster.
Can Grandpa be Rodney Dangerfield? Is he too old?
You know, he's dead, so he can't be. Like we're casting for the the Rob Zombie version of the four. I guess the main four, right? Like we're gonna call it the main four. Or no, main five with Grandpa.
Yeah.
I forgot Grandpa. So main five. Herman, Lily, Marilyn, Eddie, and Grandpa.
Yep.
Okay. This is tough. Herman, I think we got to start with Herman. Because it all has to center a little bit around Herman. Right?
Yeah.
You gotta start with Herman.
He was like the main. Everyone was like an accessory to him, basically.
He's got to be a big dude.
I kind of wish he could be like a skinny Rock or a skinny Kevin Hart even. No, not Kevin Hart. Fucking no, what's his name? Oh god damn it.
I don't know. Are you thinking of another wrestler? Or are you thinking of no? Okay. Well, I'm going to give you my Herman.
Kevin.
Okay, so tall guy.
Tall guy. I'm going to go a good Herman, Javier Bardem.
Well, okay. You know what? In a Rob Zombie movie?
In a Rob Zombie Munster movie, I think Javier Bardem. Is it Bardem or Bardem?
Bardem.
With an M. Yeah, Bardem.
With an M?
M.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bardem.
Yeah, so Javier Bardem is mine, but
he's 5'11".
Oh, really? He looks way bigger on film. They make him look way taller in like No Country for Old Men and what have you. He looks way tall. He looks over 6 foot easy. You know, like I've always.
But he could.
I'm 5. I'm just under. I'm just under 5'11", like a tiny little bit. So that's crazy. I'm almost the same height as him.
Yeah. But he would he had the actor who did him anyways had like platform shoes.
Shoes, like
right.
they could easily make that work. But
and shoot and with a little bit of creative camera work, you could do it, but it'd be hard for a sitcom.
For that time especially.
Yeah. Let's see. I was thinking because I know he's tall, like a Jay Farrow.
Who's Jay Farrow?
From SNL.
Jay Farrow. I'm having to look it up. I'm sure I'll know the name when I see him. Jay.
Jay, and then FHAROAH.
My mom sends a text that Brad Garrett should be Herman.
Who's that? I don't even know who that is.
He's the guy from Everyone Loves Raymond, the brother.
Yeah, the brother. The tall. He is actually 6'8". So me and him would be looking eye to eye.
Jay Farrow. Okay, so you're talking about. Okay, so you're going. You're mixing up the races here. You're going Black Herman Munster.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying here, but I think that needs to be clear.
Really well.
I feel like Brad Garrett's a good call.
Brad Garrett. Now I need to look up Brad
Well,
Garrett.
he's the one doing the Jimmy John's commercials right now.
Oh, him. Oh, yeah. You know what? I know you like those commercials too. I can see him doing it. He's got a bit of that like face that like you need for a Herman Munster. Yeah, there's a bit of a face. Like you need a bit of a Herman-y face, which I think why I picked Javier Bardem was I thought that he has a bit of that face as well. Or
plus Garrett's height does lend really well to the character.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm not vote. I mean, we don't have to vote, 100% on these. We just need to throw out our options.
Okay, so
what do you guys go to Lily then?
Lily was like the lady vampire or Frankenstein's
She was
bride.
like a bit of a knockoff Elvira. She wasn't as hot as Elvira. Like there wasn't as much titty going on.
All right.
For some reason, I see Cher doing this.
A little too old, probably.
Yeah, I think Cher would be the right amount of old with how much, I don't know.
I'd go Winona Ryder or Christina Ricci. Like both, I think you could work with either of those.
Ricci reprisal.
A Ricci reprisal in a Rob Zombie movie about the Munsters. Like that could work.
Christina Ricci is a forever girl crush forever.
Oh my, yeah. I've always thought she was hot.
Yeah, always.
She's been forever gorgeous.
What was the blonde girl's name?
Marilyn, the hot chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she was gorgeous like for her time, and I think that was the whole joke, was that they always used to be like, oh, we're so sorry you have to look at her because they're all disgusting like monsters, and she was like a regular she's a gorgeous girl, and all the guys wanted to take her out on dates and all that type of thing. Marilyn, I mean,
that's probably gonna be Rob Zombie's wife, right?
Which one's she?
What's her fucking name? Sherry Moon Zombie. Like she often shows up in his movies.
Yeah, I know. I've seen her, but you're right. The
blonde.
Well, she could probably do it. I mean,
she could probably do it. Like
but she could probably do Lily too.
I feel like she would be a good. Well,
she could probably do Lily though too.
She could do the Lily a lot better because Marilyn's supposed to be like a younger. You could do like a Jennifer Lawrence, as like the Marilyn character, like the regular daughter.
Trying to think of somebody crazy. Like, what if you did it as like a Miley Cyrus or something like that?
Ooh,
or dude, like
that would lend itself so well to itself. That would be like kind of its own perfect complementary thing.
So or even like a Taylor Swift, or even like a Taylor Swift.
She would never do it.
No, she wouldn't do it, but I think Miley would. And to answer your question, Mike, I think it is being pitched as a movie or has been sold as a movie, not a TV show. I think it's a movie.
That's what I was.
Yeah, I think it's a one-time movie type deal. Okay. And in that case, I think you can pull off a Miley or something like some.
Yeah. Little wild.
You got to be a little wild, attractive, but fit kind of like the Rob Zombie universe, but have enough appeal and all that type deal
to get some actual people who aren't just fans into the seats.
Yeah.
Or to stream it or download it or whatever.
So who is fucking, Grandpa?
Let's do Eddie first. Because Eddie, we don't know kid actors. Like that's going to be the hardest one of the bunch. Eddie,
I want to nominate what's his name? Tom Holland, the Spider-Man dude.
For Eddie?
Even though
he's
Eddie
a bit old, bro.
Younger.
He's like 25. Like I don't know that is.
I still kind of want to go Michael Cera.
Yeah, I mean we have the same like
he's
whenever
older.
It's a younger act, and he's like older than him. We always do this. I always go for the kid from what is it? Two Dads and a Kid, whatever that is. That show, whatever that show is. The
2.5 Men.
That one, yeah. Jake.
He's like in his 30s now.
Yeah, I know. Well, still, or Haley Joel Osment, put him in there.
He's also like.
I know
30.
he is. He's like my age, but back in the day.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. Well, both of those would have been great back in the day. Haley Joel Osment, though, he's got an Eddie vibe to me. I don't watch a lot of movies with a lot of kids in them. Maybe one of the Stranger Things kids could work, like one of the a Will, or is it Will that was in It?
Oh, what about the kid from?
I think that would work.
From Young Sheldon.
I've never seen that show. I've only seen a picture of a poster of that show, and I want to punch that kid in the face. So no, he does not belong in anything Rob Zombie. No. No. I'd rather one of the Stranger kids.
That would probably work.
I still think Michael Cera is probably the right choice.
If Michael Cera had a younger brother, it would be perfect. Yeah.
No, we just dye his hair black, and Michael Cera just plays normal Michael Cera, but he's this kid. It would be perfect.
Okay. All right. I mean, to each their own. We get to all pick. Then you got to get with Grandpa. Grandpa is the most interesting in this, I think, because Herman and Grandpa really are the linchpins of this show. Like, that's what really it comes down to. Herman and Grandpa.
Okay, this is what I see, and I feel like I'm really right, and I don't know if I can have any other choice after thinking about it.
Okay.
James Caan.
He's too mean. He's too mean to be Grandpa.
Yeah, no, James Caan can pull it off. But also in a Rob Zombie movie, I feel like James Caan would be like.
He does have the zombie factor.
He has a little edge on him, but at the same time, like I keep looking at the picture of
Grandpa.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck, that looks just like James Caan. Like.
No,
he's Elf's dad in the fucking movie, you know.
Grandpa's too playful. No, Grandpa has to be somebody with some comedic chops. James Caan, not exactly known for his comedic work, really. Like, come on, let's be real. I got one, and I think you need him a little thicker. I'm gonna go with one, and you might laugh at this, you might not, but what's his name now? Is it Roy White? I'm thinking of the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. The something White. Ron White. Yeah, Ron White as Grandpa. I feel like would be good.
Work.
I feel like that would work. I'm good at this game. Ron White could actually work. He's got the right amount of sleaze. He's the right weight. He's about the right age right now to be playing Grandpa.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know that I can think of anybody offhand that's gonna be better than Ron White.
Fuck, dude, I killed you. I killed you. See, I got you on this one.
I still feel, I can't help but see James Caan. Even I don't know why. I see his face.
Trying to think of who else could play is about that age that can do comedy but also get a little dark. You know,
what's his name? Is it Josh Hussein or
whatever? Oh yeah. Is it John Hussein? I think is it John or John? The dude with the huge beard, the metal fan.
That guy.
Yeah. Hussein is all I just ever refer to him as. So I never, he could play Herman or Grandpa. To be honest with you. He really could. He's got a Herman-y type thing too. He's got a bit of you gotta have a bit of a ghoul face, a bit of a
Brian Posehn.
Yeah, Brian. It's Brian.
He could do it because he's getting old enough now, where you could put a little vampire wig on him, and
that dude's a little bit taller than Grandpa. But
he might be a little too goofy though. He might be a little too.
No, but he's
goofy.
kind of dark and dry at the same time.
Yeah. You're not wrong. I mean, I still think Ron White though. For some reason.
Ron White is probably my vote on that one.
And you make him kind of grisly too. Like a grizzly Ron White. Like, you don't have to make him look exactly the same, but he's like, yeah, he's sort of just evil, but he has like this goofy like old uncle, grandpa type thing to him. Yeah, I don't know.
It's my own nerd hipster jack off moment, but Tom Waits for some reason would be ultimate grandpa.
You know, that's not a terrible shout, especially with it being Rob Zombie. The Rob Zombie Tom Waits thing absolutely works well together.
Yeah.
I thought about it and I saw it and I was like, oh, I want to see that. Let me see that. Should I call Rob Zombie? Be like, listen.
Yeah, Ty, why don't you just
listen, Mr. Zombie.
Mr. Zombie. Yeah. This is Ty from the Ono Radio Show. You might have heard of me.
You're already doing this Munsters thing, but listen.
I got
it's gotta be Tom Waits.
I got your number. I got your number from the cable bill. And I figured you'd need my advice.
Also, your account is under Rob Zombie. I just want you to know that.
Yeah.
You could have used any name, man.
Could have been anything.
There you go.
I hope it actually just says Robert Zombie.
Robert Zombie. Yeah. But no, but please call me Bob. Like, so when you call him, you gotta call him Bob Zombie.
Hey, Bob Zombie.
Hey, how's it going? On 1-800-Zombieville, from 1-800 or on Zombie Street. He's got his own street in California. I'm sure he's like,
he had it paved specifically for him. Mm-hmm. He's probably got like a pretty big ass compound, right?
Oh, he's a zombie. Yeah, of course he does. The gots to.
You gots to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, there you go. I don't know. I thought that was interesting that they were coming out with that movie, and yeah, that we hadn't even talked about it yet. That was a couple weeks ago. Why do I have the? No, I'm getting really angry because it just kind of got warm in Florida, and I can't even wear t-shirts like without just sweating through them in like 5 minutes. You know, like it just like I always have a perpetual. It's not like a pit stain. It's just I've always got the wet spot thing. Like I can't never have it. Like I can never not have it, or especially living here, I guess. Call me crazy.
I mean, you're bound to sweat in Florida.
Yeah. Do you get it though when you were here? I mean, I think I've definitely seen you with it, but
I wasn't. Yeah, it's happened, but I wasn't quite as habitual as Sir Owen and his pits.
I think I need to get that Botox all up in my pits.
Get them shots.
Yeah, that's supposed to do it, right? You get Botox in your armpits.
You guys get Botox in your balls too?
I was gonna do it in my armpits. Who's that over there? Who's that over there?
Is that a guy?
What are you doing?
Oh shit! I know that guy.
How's it going?
Dramatic intro for the one and only Johnny Moonbags.
Well, thank you so much,
Johnny. Well, Mike told me you'd be going around his studio and hopping in on his microphone a couple weeks ago, and that you said you were done with the news. You were tired of the news. You're tired of the news biz. Over it. And that you'd be bringing us something different instead of the old news this evening.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna bring you some brand new.
Yeah,
but something that's a little bit of the same.
Okay.
The Johnny Moonbags review sponsored by Burness Vodka.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Burness
Johnny
Vodka.
Moonbags reviews.
Burness Vodka.
Yes.
It's vodka.
It's vodka. It looks delicious. Definitely plastic bottle.
That's a good freeze frame.
That's something I'll be pulling off. Yeah. Johnny,
Oh, he may have thrown up.
Yeah, I think he did a little bit.
No, and that's not what we're reviewing today. Though.
No? Okay, so why don't you explain to everybody what's going to be going on with the Johnny Moonbags reviews?
Here, I'll tell you how the review's gonna happen.
Okay.
You know, every time I come through with a review, I'm gonna tell you about what the review is.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what I reviewed, number one.
Yeah.
And then the news about how it was.
Okay.
And then I will give my news opinion on if you should get some.
Gotcha. So is this something that listeners of the show can submit things to review to you?
Yeah. If they think that I should go somewhere or eat something or buy a product if it's cheap.
So a restaurant, you know, a drink or something.
Do you have a favorite soda? I'll try it.
Okay.
I'll tell you about it.
All right. So it could be anything.
It could be anything, I guess.
And what should they do? What should they do? They should just post it on our Facebook group so they get a hold of you.
Yeah, they just hashtag moonbags.
Okay.
Review.
Moonbags
and then
review.
Tell me your product.
Hashtag moonbags review, and then that'll definitely get to Moonbags himself because I don't know how that's gonna work, but that
it should get to me.
Okay.
I guess I follow you guys on Facebook.
All right. Well,
I do that. Does anybody else do that?
Does Johnny actually have his own Facebook account?
I do, but you can't be friends with me. I can only be friends with stuff.
Products and things of that nature.
And news.
Okay.
I'm
Gotcha.
friends with the news.
I think we need to get you a real Facebook account, Johnny, so you can interact with the public and they can, send you reviews and news and I think it'd be good for your career.
That definitely sounds like a lot of work for whoever would have to set that up and then manage it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could, find somebody to do it, but yeah.
I'll dump it on Mike.
Yeah,
He'll probably do it.
He probably will. So okay. So what do we got for our first Moonbags review?
So,
here?
for the first ever Moonbag review.
Mm-hmm.
And now, Moonbag Reviews number 1.
I think there's only one for the whole thing, but that's okay. It's fine.
He's stuck in the bit. You can just let him do it.
Yeah, well, just trying to give you the best here at Ono Radio Show.
So my first review, and I'll tell you if you want me to.
Love it.
Is Icon ramen noodle wrap snacks.
It's a wrap snacks product. Ah.
Yeah, you know the guys that make the good chips?
I've heard of wrap snacks. I have never had a wrap snack.
You've never ever?
I've not had one. I know that a lot of rappers endorse certain different flavors and they all get their different flavor, but I had no idea that they had transitioned into making what looks to me like a ramen soup.
Oh, it's a ramen.
Yeah.
It's a ramen noodle. And it's even got Master P.
Oh, so we got Master P.
And
wrap snacks. What's it called?
Creamy chicken gumbo ramen noodle.
Okay. All right.
And what would you think is good? You think it's good?
Well, I mean, the sound of creamy chicken. What was it? Creamy chicken what?
Gumbo.
Gumbo. Creamy chicken gumbo.
I'm into it.
To be honest with you, that actually sounds pretty decent.
I would eat that right now.
Yeah. That sounds.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
You think it'd be good?
Yeah. Where'd you?
Not. You would be wrong.
Okay. Well, walk us through this. Is it like?
So, in an attempt to make it creamy, the noodle water is all cloudy.
Yeah.
And kind of ooh. It looks gross.
Clear and creamy. That would be weirder if it was clear and creamy, right?
Well, I don't like creamy ramen. But I thought I'll power through. It doesn't look too good, but I will power through.
Power through it, yeah.
I gave it a sniff. Also questionable.
Oh, now this is just the noodles. Now, does it have is it this your standard pour hot water in, or what? How first off, how do you do it? Are you microwaving? What are your reheating scenario? What's your reheating scenario or heating cooking scenario?
I just fill it up with water to the line.
Okay.
And then nuke for.
Oh no, you can't do that. That's first off the worst way to cook those things. But I understand.
This is the only way to eat the ramen.
No.
You don't know.
I boil the water in a kettle and then pour it in there. Yeah, they do. Like, because Americans are idiots and don't have kettles. Like, that's just your problem. But
oh, put the kettle on. I have to have tea and ramen.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and it's also easier for making coffee and that type of thing as well. So you guys are all idiots for not having kettles. Like, why?
Where's the queen for the kettle?
It's unbelievable that Americans don't have kettles. But okay, so this, do you add? Is this a flavor packet scenario where it's got a flavor packet?
No flavor packet?
No, it's like the whole thing is just dusted with creamy chicken
sweet
garbage.
dusting.
Well, he is right. Like, the cups never have the packet. Like the square ramens have the packet, and then they got but the cups, they don't have that. You just put the water in, heat it up, stir it around, and then you're usually good to go, right?
Yeah, and so even through the cloudiness, even through the questionable smells, I thought I hated it. I gotta eat it.
Yeah,
you know,
heated it, gotta eat it. That is
heated it, gotta eat
that is a good catchphrase for you, right
there.
Be a
good funk song. Too.
Yeah, yeah.
No funky. Well, this was smelling funky. And then I got to the final test.
Yeah.
You know, you swirl some on the fork.
Yeah. You're
put it up in the mouth.
Now, can I ask you this too? Did you eat it out of the styrofoam cup, or did you put it in a bowl?
No, I transferred it to another container. Well, who the fuck does that?
I actually do. I like it in a
You're weird.
Maybe, I guess. I don't know. I think
probably put it in your kettle.
Wouldn't put it back in the kettle because I've already used the kettle at this point. Okay, whatever. Oh, whatever. Go ahead.
Your precious kettle.
Yeah.
Put me a spot of tea, queen.
I don't really appreciate you, just being so rude. But go ahead. Like, tell us
I get it into my mouth, and the noodle was slimy.
Slimy noodle.
It was not gross, not good.
Creamy.
I don't know. I mean, aren't all noodles a little slimy? I mean, isn't that the kind of the noodles are slimy? Like the slippery noodles.
I've been eating the super meals, and they're never slimy. They're good, delicious.
Okay.
Like, I think so.
So it had a slimier texture than your normal noodle.
And it was in gunky water. It was, the flavor profile was kind of, it was spiced all weird.
Spiced all weird. And what type of spices did you get?
It's like there was a little, it was like peppery.
Okay.
And I thought it would be like more spicy, but it would just taste like.
Well, if it's like
milky pepper.
If it's like a Cajun thing.
Yeah, but that was not.
Yeah.
Slimy.
Like a gumbo.
Milk pepper.
Milk. It was slimy milk pepper with chicken.
Slimy chicken milk pepper.
All right.
I'm sold. I didn't think I would be with that description, but I'm more curious than I am disgusted at this point.
Well, I will send you the other ones that I bought because I don't want them.
You ain't sending shit. You're not going. You're not taking the time out of your day to go to the post office.
I would have to buy a stamp. So you're probably right.
Yeah. What do you just get? Knowing you'll just put a stamp on it and write "Ty, Wisconsin" and put it in the mailbox. Like you won't even.
It'll probably make it here.
It probably will. Yeah.
It is a bad noodle.
Well, where
But
can
I would not say that you should not get any wrap snacks. Just not this Pacific noodle.
Okay. So how many? First off, where can you buy this product if you are interested in it? Where did you pick it up from?
I bought it at the 7-Eleven.
Oh, Sevy. All right. That's
the what?
The old Sevy. You bought it at the Sevy.
What is the moonbag scale of approval?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how many moonbags would you give it?
Out of the
out of how many?
Available
Out of
moonbags.
5. Okay.
This wrap snacks creamy chicken jumbo would only get 2 moonbags.
2 moonbags. That's better than I thought you were gonna give it. To be honest with you.
Me too.
I felt like it was gonna be lower.
A hot noodle. You know what? You've talked me into it. 1 moonbag.
1 moonbag.
The lowest available moonbag.
Now, did you eat every bit of the moonbag?
Yes.
Or every bit of the not the moonbag, but the
I
the
powered
noodles.
through because I was hungry.
Now, what sort of price? What sort of price was on this?
2.5, I believe.
$2.50 for 1.
It's got masterpiece face.
That's that's an expensive noodle.
That's pre-tax.
Wow. Now, would you recommend just a regular noodle over this, a regular chicken, or a regular top ramen?
This getting 1 moonbag would definitely be a no-go. Do not recommend.
Okay.
Thumbs down.
Well, thank you, Johnny Moonbags, for that excellent review.
If you would like to send me things to review, just remember #MoonbagsReview on the Oh No Radio Show Facebook.
There you go. #Moonbags Review.
Facebook.
It's always nice having Johnny in with us, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
see Mr. Moonbags indeed.
I don't think I'll be picking up any of that Master P chicken gumbo, whatever it was. What did you say? Milk and pepper water?
I'm kind of into it. The more I think about it, the more I'm curious. So even though it's a bad review, I'm into it. I'm into it.
What?
Wearing my pepper shorts.
Pepper shorts.
Okay. I mean, I don't know why we needed to see that. Mike, did you kick Moonbags out? I mean, I kicked Moonbags out.
He wasn't doing anything but talking about fucking noodles.
Yes, it is true. It is true.
And he made me buy the noodles.
$2.50 a pack. That's expensive too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm into that. I planted a pineapple, guys.
Wow, in like 7 years you'll get 1 pineapple.
I know.
Well,
I put it right next to my trash cans, so it gets all the trash juice.
This area.
And yeah.
Why don't you just start peeing on it?
Trash juice and pee will nourish this pineapple to become the best pineapple it can be.
I'll eat it.
Yeah.
I'll eat it. That's gonna happen.
It might taste a little bit like Bud Light or Bud Heavy.
Those raccoons are gonna get it.
Tasty pineapple. Tasty pineapple.
The Bud Heavy Pineapple.
Yeah. I got one more thing I wanted to mention before we got off air tonight, and I think you, Mike, of all people, will get a kick out of this. I can't remember. Did you ever go to space camp?
I did. Just because I grew up in Brevard.
But you wanted to. You would have gone to space camp if you could have.
If we weren't poor, I would have liked to go to space camp.
And you've always been big into rockets and the space program and NASA and all this type of stuff. Yeah. So I came across a story that I'd never heard of. And it's about a reality show that did air, but never really left the ground. Haha, it's one of these terrible, punchlines. So it's called, I think it was called Space Cadets or something, right? And in December 2005, a group of outgoing 20-somethings were gathered in front of cameras on a remote airstrip. They had signed up for a reality TV series called Thrill Seekers. And after 5 months of auditions, they were about to find out the exact premise of the show. The host, Johnny Vaughn, told the excited gang, "You are about to become the very first televised British space tourists." They started screaming, jumping up and down, and hugging each other. They were going into actual space. So the whole premise is that these people were, thought they were going on some reality. They knew they were going on some reality show. They'd auditioned for it, but maybe they were going into like the Amazon or the rainforest or somewhere, on planet Earth. Exactly.
Not today.
So it's one of these things that turned out to be like one of the biggest disasters in like British reality TV show because there was like no real payoff and like I'm just going to premise it and like ruin the story from the get. And I just thought it was funny reading about it because if I was in this situation, I was just wondering like, what would I do if I had signed up for this and this fucking happened? And it's all kind of coming out years later. Like this story that's been published it comes out like 15 years later. It came out like yesterday, Wednesday, the 17th of March. So it's been like kind of long forgotten, but like the whole premise, I mean, you got to think 2005, what they were doing with reality TV. Like that's like zoop back in time. What was going on? Like Rock of Love was probably going on, right? Like this is like a like Survivor almost territory, probably just after Survivor. So we're in this early, like it's about there. Like probably Survivor's probably been on for 3 or 4 years at that point, something like that. But we're in this like early stage of reality TV, and I think every show is trying to up the ante. So why don't we make up this show where people think they're going into space? And it was.
But what?
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like a prank show where they're fucking with them, and the team decided that for it to be a plausible expedition, the potential astronauts would have to be sent to Russia, which they also opted to fake for cost reasons. They set up an old Royal Air Force base 10 miles from Ipswich, this is in the UK, to act as a former Soviet space boot camp and scale back the mission from, they were originally going to say they were going to go land on the moon, but just to orbiting the Earth itself. They thought that, of course, that would make it a little bit more believable. Endemol, which produced Big Brother, was brought in to help carry out this new wild TV experiment. It was not, can we pull it off, but how are we going to pull it off? The suspension of reality was a key factor. She explains, so RAF Bentwaters was filled with Russian-branded groceries, so this, like, RAF facility, they brought in all Russian, like, groceries. chips, cereals, biscuits, shower gel, condoms, and even cigarettes. So if any of the crew who were filming near the contestants were smoking, there would only be Russian cigarette butts lying around. Like, that's some I mean, that is some serious lengths you're going to here.
Yeah, but they're
right?
paying for my smokes, right?
I guess. I mean, they must be.
Well, if they're making me smoke the Russian ones,
Right.
then they probably are.
At
least on set.
A host of Russian-speaking actors were hired. Every plug socket was changed to a Russian one, while there were even dedicated litter pickers just around, just in case the wind happened to blow a packet of Walker's Crisp or anything like English like into the facility. So there's people going around making sure, like, hey, don't get a British, pack of chips or whatever. A team of 400 assembled ready for launch. 400 people that worked on this show to try and make this thing happen.
What?
Yeah. Which, Ty, that's a lot for any TV show on a set. You've worked on plenty of sets. 400? Like, what's the biggest crew on a set you probably worked with? Like, on set? 50, 60?
No,
maybe
I've
100?
been in the 100 plus, but never anything
But
more.
400 is like probably what's like on Lord of the Rings or some shit. Like,
it's a big set.
It's a big set. So they kind of like narrowed their contestants down, and they got a few people, and they kind of had to, kind of look at. They didn't want like super dumb people, but they didn't want. They wanted people that I think were competitive, because they made it like kind of a competition, and so it got them into wanting to be the one that was able to get on the rocket ship or whatever. There was a guy, Charlie Skeleton, who was a comedy writer planted in the group as a mole. He says the announcement of where we were going was what I found most problematic. Contestants were utterly hyper and high in the most extraordinary elation. Everyone at that point thought their lives would change forever. People were saying, I'm going to be friends with Tom Cruise, or I'm going to be on Oprah. But I had the harrowing knowledge that this wasn't going to be the case. It was like taking a bunch of kids to meet Santa, then revealing he didn't exist. Like this does.
Oh my God.
I mean, can you, like, the whole thing is crazy to me. So in a blacked out plane, the crew were flown to Christmas. In reality, they just looped around the UK for 4 hours and arrived at STAR, the space camp in Suffolk. A month-long immersion and propaganda campaign then began with lessons that would then falsely explain one of the main lies of the project. There would be no zero gravity on their space mission because they were going into near space rather than outer space. Things were slowly getting a little more preposterous, but these fake facts were happily accepted by all. So they thought, like, okay, if we just tell them, like, you're not going straight up into space, then that's how they could explain, like, how they would, like, not have the weightlessness thing that we all know that space has.
Happens when you get in space.
Yeah. So,
the main difference about Earth and space.
I gotta dig deeper into this, because this whole thing, like, you can apparently find this whole show on YouTube, and to me, it sounds fascinating just because I think it's such a train wreck. And
does everybody find out at some point?
Well, yeah. So they eventually, basically kind of like tell them, like, well, no, they there's some people that have their reservations, and they're kind of like, they're a little skeptical, but they still kind of like, they go with it. Launch night arrives. Everything rests on being able to convince the 3 contestants that they had launched into space using a simulator and a replica space shuttle last seen in the film Space Cowboys. But when the countdown reached 0, the rocket did not take off. It was the hydraulics, says Good. When it didn't blast off, that was a massive worry. Luckily, the pilots, 2 actors, were able to ad-lib before the shuttle really took flight. However, for all the hype around the launch, it looked a little underwhelming on TV. Of course it did. The contestants also appeared equally nonplussed. There was no massive G-force pinning them to the seats. In fact, the team commented that it was smooth and like we were just in a car. But the technical trickery and slow drip of information continued, disorientating them just enough to accept the faked reality. The highlight of the trip was going to be finally viewing the Earth from space, but it was also ruined when a moth threatened to fly in front of the CGI projector in the studio. When the shutters were finally lifted on the space station and the cast got to view Earth, Hassett, France, and Jackson were all close to tears as they experienced what real-life astronauts call the overview effect. An almost, we've all heard about this, right? It's that whole thing when you're finally in space, you get to see the Earth from, like, you know, from above, and you're looking, like, and it gives you a sense of, like, whoa, how small are we, and all that type of shit. So they all get that. They believe they were looking at the Earth, and in some sense really were, even though it was when everything was later revealed, they would still retain those feelings of awestruck wonder. Skeleton says it was genuinely moving, and I was deeply immersed. A tiny bit of my brain was saying this isn't real, but most of it was going, wow, look, there's Canada. So essentially, over time, like this thing lasts, you know, a while. And eventually, they do have to, of course, like, tell them the truth. It says the gotcha moment seems almost flat. 10 days of programming and hundreds of hours of filming for a minute or so of muted shock. The contestants are eased into the truth by being shown footage of them already half guessing that it was an elaborate ruse, which at least feels like a slightly kind of way of breaking it to them. And Vaughn tells them, the good news is you were right all along. Hassett says she's heartbroken, while Jackson says, I feel stupid as hell. Like, basically, they made them look like idiots, and they weren't, like, particularly happy about the whole thing. And it sounds like it was probably pretty underwhelming TV. You know, you don't get your big, like, oh, my God, moments.
Right.
I think... I mean, you can read further for the article, but I know what they did eventually do. I mean, they gave them all a bit of money. I think a couple of them got like, £25,000 each. So at least they got that. And then they took them. They actually did eventually fly them to I think it was Russia, like actually fly them to Russia and took them to a facility where they did one of those,
vomit comets?
The vomit comets, where they actually get the sense of weightlessness, and they do all that. And they, you know, they probably filmed all that, I'm guessing, as well. So they got something out of it, but I just was thinking about it the whole time. Like, I would be so goddamn pissed if I was one of these contestants. Like, I really would, wouldn't you? Like, you've taught me, you've told me I'm more or less going to be an astronaut. Like, this is something huge
that I've wanted forever.
And you're somebody that's like, it's just a straight up lie. Like, it's exploitation. I'm guessing, you know, I don't think you could get away with this today. Like 05 is like about the latest that you can pull a stunt like this off, right? Like with social media and everything, like there's no way that you could pull this whole thing off.
Yeah, no, there's
smartphones and everything, like.
Well, the moment that they, yeah, I just don't think you could do it. Everyone would know, like. I can't imagine you would say like, oh, well, everything I know about, I mean, especially you'd have to get people who weren't from like around where there is a shuttle program. And there's like a couple different places in the US. But yeah, if you told, like, if you put me on a little fake shuttle and they're like, all right, we blasted off, I'd be like, no, we didn't.
Well, what year did even the shuttle program shut down? Because it couldn't have been much later.
08.
Oh, was it 08? So they had a couple of years where that's, all right. Like now they obviously couldn't do that, but I thought it was funny too that they got like the replica of the shuttle from the movie Space Cowboys. That like that's what they used. Like they bought that and just like some reality show production company.
They rented it for a
day. They rented it, put it in a soundstage, and then made it go.
Yeah.
like.
I love that.
It is kind of funny. I don't know. I thought it was worth bringing up on the show. It was something that I came across. I'll post a link to that article in our Facebook group just because, hey, you know, why the fuck not? But give me your thoughts on if you were in that situation, how would you react? You know, like I'd love to hear our listeners' thoughts. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. Like, and I still don't have a really good answer.
I mean, they would have to have a really good charade to keep me actually
That's
firm
suspended.
belief. Like, yeah.
I think so, but I think like when you're in that situation, you're so blinded by like the excitement and like everything that's going on with like because it was a competition first. Like they had to get there, like to compete to have this whole thing, and then like as they like if you read the article, there is a certain type of person that fits into this mold, and that's who they cast. So, you know, like they didn't weed out the best ones that would be they weeded out all the best ones that actually would be astronauts and actual like they
get
kept
some dum-dums.
Yeah, you get the ones that are just good enough and that you convince them that like the reason that we picked you over this person who's clearly better is because you have this way of thinking or something like that. So you're like, I think it's just manipulation, right? Like it's some sort of, it's definitely manipulation, but if there's another word I'm trying to find, it feels like it's exploitation as well, but
it's just flat out just lying. Cause
it is.
You're never, that'd be so hard to pull it off convincingly. I just don't think you could do it.
Not to anybody that's actually seen a fucking like a launch. Yeah, like we all have. Yeah, you couldn't do this one in Florida. I thought one of the funniest part too is like when they're saying they're flying them from the UK to Russia. It just says that they flew around in circles on the UK for 4 hours. Like, how long do they think it takes to get to Russia?
Well, I mean,
because it's not 4 hours. I'll tell you that. It's a lot longer than 4 hours.
I mean, they're probably like talking to you and like, you know, so maybe it seems like it's a little longer. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It definitely doesn't sound like there's any way you could have fooled me. But then
again, who knows? I don't know. Like maybe
the overview moment like that.
That is
I would
something
have a super hard time.
Yeah, because you almost like you give that moment to the person, but you also rob it of the person at the same time.
Right.
Like it's something that's so beautiful that you want to believe it. That like I think there is something kind of great though about that they like that some of them said that even though we know it's not real now. I keep that that visual and I keep that mentality of oh my god, look, like we're up here and we're looking at like that feeling doesn't go away. So it's odd because you don't know. Like I don't know how to look at it. That's a conundrum that I'll ask, you know, for a long time. But that being said, is there anything else you guys want to throw in before we get out of here for the night?
You can check out Oh No Gaming on Facebook.
Yeah, do that. Where do they find that?
Just type in Oh No Gaming into Facebook group.
Yep.
Or into the gaming portion of Facebook.
What's the Twitch for that?
The Twitch handle for that is ONRS_Mike B.
Yeah.
And you can also check out the YouTube channel for that at Mike Bearable, MikeBerable.
Awesome. Yeah. Please do that. Mike, what are you going to be playing this week?
Well, I just downloaded a medieval combat game called For Honor. So there's going to be a lot of samurais versus knights going to be happening this week.
I'll tune into that.
I'm probably also gonna play some Call of Duty Warzone, and maybe even a little bit of. They just gave us Skyrim again on the Xbox app, so I'm probably gonna stream a little bit of Skyrim.
Did you used to play that?
Yeah, I've played it. I've bought it 6 different.
I bought it
Jesus.
like 6 different times already.
Did you say that
So-
quieter as to not piss your wife off that you bought it 6 times, or just because she's asleep or trying to sleep?
Yeah,
Bit of both.
It was a little loud.
Bit of both.
But
Bit of
yeah,
both.
I bought Skyrim, or I didn't even buy it. They just gave it to us.
That's cool. That's cool.
But considering I've bought it so many times, they should just give it to me.
Yeah.
And that's awesome, though. You know, I love playing Skyrim.
Fuck yes.
Dude, and so I'm gonna play the hell out of that until they take it away from us. I also might play a little bit of Tastemaker, which is a restaurant simulator.
Because why not, you know?
Why the hell not?
You better be really fucking good at that game. That's all I'm going to say.
Spends all day in a restaurant, comes home, spends all night in a restaurant.
In a restaurant simulator.
I mean, I'm pretty good. I do tend to run out of chicken a lot.
Happens. It happens.
I got some chicken and waffles popcorn right now. Fuck.
Maybe, Ty, if you do get your PS5 at some point, will you start streaming for us? Will you start hopping on, streaming, and doing it for the show? You should.
It sounds weird, but I guess I am pro stream.
All right. Pro stream it is. Woo, boys. I also do a little bit of my own streaming from time to time. I do a little bit of Oh No Retro Gaming, where Owen sucks at gaming, where you can tune in and see me be terrible at every old school game that I play. But hey, that's part of the fun. Boys, I really enjoyed this show. We need everybody to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/ONRS, where you can see me and Mikey's latest Son of Clips exclusive, where it's essentially us giving a shout, giving a long form Son of Clips, all about what was the name of it?
I was just fixing
my coochie. So you can go watch that. It's about an hour or so long. We have some fun with it. As always, check out twitch.tv/ONRS Live if you are a podcast listener. Find us on all your podcast apps. Oh No Wrestling if you're into that type of stuff as well. OhNoWrestling.com, and find us on our Facebooks and all those types of things. OhNoMedia.com if you'd like some video work. We love you. And what do we say when we get out of here, boys? Don't park into that back space. Don't back into that pocket space. Don't back into that pocket space.
Back up into parking space. Back up into that parking space.
Eat a smoothie.
Back up into that parking space.
Metal detector.
It was so cheap. That metal detector. Owen's metal detector.
Dikembe Mutombo. Bob Zombie. Pollen Crazy. Smoothie Man. Mexican food. St. Patty's Day. Ninja Blender. Armpit stain. Dikembe Mutombo. Dikembe Mutombo. Dikembe Mutombo. Dikembe Mutombo.